All right, here we go. Tekashi-6ix9ine, interview number 2.
Yeah.
After the interview of the year.
Yeah, so am I a regular now? People are like, yo, make him a regular. Am I
You're a regular. This is number 2.
Yep.
This is number 2.
Amazing.
Well, look, the last interview was crazy. It's at over 15 million views right now, which makes it, I believe, the biggest interview of the year just across the board.
So I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
You were fighting it, but I was like, yo, just do it.
Yeah. But I also told you the way I was going to roll it out, and you didn't like the idea, but I'm like, trust me.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea because you were asking me like questions like, how do you grow up? What's your favorite color? What, are you a Taurus? Oh, yeah? Like, how do the stars align? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that. Like, I didn't care, that's whack.
But look, it all worked. It was, it was the whole build up.
They say you broke the interview down like a kilo of cocaine.
Exactly. Nickel bags. Nickel bags.
They said Vlad did his members dirty.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Yeah, like, what do you want to tell the members?
I'm going to tell the members right now. Unfortunately, in a situation like this,
just be real.
Interview,
you gotta capitalize on this.
I'm going to be 100% real right now. Unfortunately, this was a very expensive interview, right? And if I had, released the interview to the members, there's no possible way to stop the bootlegging. All of these Tekashi fans who have TikTok accounts will take every single part of that video on day 1 and blast it all over the place. So by the time we put stuff out, it'll be like 2-3 weeks later and no one's gonna be watching it.
So there you go, members. The reason is you guys leak stuff.
And there's no way around it. There's literally no way around it. So we had to do what we had to do, but ultimately the members did get the interview early before the general public. They got it uncensored, unlike the general public. And I think everyone ultimately enjoyed the interview.
So can I just ask you a question? I know I'm gonna interview you later.
Right.
But you said it was more expensive, right? Then you kept like telling people like it was more than Marlon Wayans asked for, right?
Right.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Marlon Wayans, the actor? The comedian? The Wayans brothers?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy, but why you call him Marlon Wayans?
Well, that's his name, Marlon Wayans.
Oh, I thought it says Wayans, like Wayans.
No, W-A-Y-A-N-S.
All right, so what happened? What was so cool about interviewing him? Like, I mean, I'm a fan of him from the movies and shit.
Yeah, I'm a fan too. Well, basically what happened with Marlon was that we were talking about doing an interview. He asked for $40,000 plus 30% of the profits forever.
Oh, he was on his Jewish shit.
Well, and unfortunately, Marlon on the internet doesn't have the kind of following that Tekashi has. So paying you
Oh, wait, is that the guy from White Chicks?
Yes.
Yo, bruh, that's crazy. That's Marlon Wayans.
Right.
Not Marlon Wayans. All right, so what's so cool that happened, like that he went to 40 grand? Like he got a divorce?
It wasn't anything that happened. He just was hitting me with that amount. And I just told him that's not a realistic amount because he doesn't pull those types of numbers. Like he's not doing 15 million on Vlad TV the way you're doing 15 million on Vlad TV. So in your case, it made sense. In his case, not so much, but ultimately that whole situation kind of ballooned into its own thing. And I was kind of a jerk by putting all that out there. And shout out to Marlon Wayans, man. I'm so
Yeah, shout out to Marlon Wayans.
Okay, so last time when I interviewed you, you were about to go to court for your probation violation.
Yep.
And a few weeks afterwards, you actually did go to court. Now, what exactly happened in the courtroom?
So I went to court September 25th. We did an interview around September 14th. And bro, I was just prepared to go to jail. You knew it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna go to jail. I just prepared myself for the worst, That's the best things to do in, moments like that. Because people go into court, like, yo, no, I'm gonna beat this shit. Like, so I was prepared to go to jail. As soon as the hearing starts, there's a lot of media there. The judge just screams. He's like, I thought I did something. He's like, you, give me your phone. Are you crazy? Like, he's like, everybody like chill. And he's like, yo, you're gonna give your phone to the court reporter. It's a federal courtroom, so there's no cameras allowed.
Mm-hmm.
He apologized to me. He's like, yo, I apologize, Mr. Hernandez, for, this happening again. Because remember, when I was testifying, somebody recorded me in the media room on the thing, and that's highly not supposed to happen because it's a federal courtroom. So for the El Chapo case, Diddy's case, you see how many cameras were in for Diddy? You can't record it in the courtroom because under the federal law, there's no cameras allowed in federal court.
Right. That's why you have sketch artists.
That's why you have a sketch artist.
Right.
So somebody tried to record me while I was about to get arraigned. And the judge flipped. And then, I was arraigned on new charges for the assault of the guy in the mall. And the judge actually said, yo, I'm sorry this is happening to you, like that people still feel some type of way for your cooperation. The prosecutors pursued detention. They pursued me going to jail. They're like, we don't feel like, he should be, let out or whatever. And the judge was like, no, he's gonna get an ankle monitor. And I was like, what? Like I felt my whole family was surprised. Everybody was surprised. We were super happy with like the couple more days extra they gave me till I get sentenced.
Okay, so why not sentence you right then and there as opposed to give you an ankle monitor and push it back a little bit?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it's a legal term of like, they need to enter sentencing submissions. I don't know. Like give the judge like some mitigating factors, why, because my guidelines are anywhere from 3 to 9.
Oh, they want 3 to 9 years?
No, 3 to 9 months.
Months.
But the judge could sentence me all the way up to 5 years.
Wow.
So so I don't know, but I'm still keeping myself not my hopes high, but just prepare for the worst.
Okay, so originally the sentencing was supposed to be on November 4th, but it got pushed back.
Yeah. So so that's what I'm sorry. Yeah. So after September 25th, I was set to get sentenced November 4th, and now I just got a call yesterday, Friday, by my lawyer, and my lawyer said, "Listen, there's something that happened. I was just told that by the court clerk that your sentencing is gonna get pushed further back to, I believe, November 20th. That's what they called and said."
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're here with the ankle monitor.
Yeah, I got the ankle monitor here.
When's the last time you had an ankle monitor?
like 3-4 months ago.
Okay, so you're just used to it.
Yeah, I just got off of it.
Okay, you got off of it.
I got off of it in March 17th.
Okay, and now it's back on.
Yeah, and then it's back on.
Well, so how are you feeling right now? How's your mental state, not knowing exactly what's going to happen in a couple of weeks?
Bro, it's like my girl told me the word incertidumbre. It's like living with that, knowing that you're gonna go to jail. It's stressful, you know what I mean? But there's nothing you can do about it. Forgot who told me this. This saying is like, if you can't control it, let it go. Like if you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. Just let it go, don't let, because it'll just eat away at you.
Well, hopefully this judge is going to be lenient because, like you had mentioned, I read through the transcripts, and the judge did point out that it wasn't exactly your fault how someone approached you and people, like troubles following you as opposed to the other way around. So it seems like he was somewhat, empathetic for your situation. So hopefully that'll be, play out in terms of the sentencing.
Yep, yeah. I hope so.
Okay, so now you're back on house arrest. November 20th is the final sentencing date. And now look, at this point, you've done jail time. You've been in and out of the system. What is going to change when this sentencing is either given to you as house arrest or if you get, like, let's just say a certain amount of months? Once you're done with this, what's going to change with Tekashi-6ix9ine?
I just want to focus more on me now. Like, I feel like, to be honest with you, bro, since our last interview, like we talked about it before, like, nothing that I said on the interview, changed, right? It's what I've been saying since I got out. All the facts. I've been saying facts since I got out.
Right.
But I think your interview allowed people to really dissect it, and with facts. Like your editor, like me and your editor right now are like tag team, because people don't like facts. So when you put the facts in their face, bro, they have to you can't, you just have to turn your computer off. You have to close the YouTube app, you know what I mean? Because listen to me, I've been spitting facts since I got out of jail, right? I was like, I'm gonna go to jail September 25th, so I might as well just do this Vlad interview. Remember I called you, I said, bro, this nigga Young Thug just ratted, right? Is trying to do mad PR to get him from out the ratting right, community. Like she's trying to just stay on that side. And then I was like, yo, let's break this down. So I called you and then I said, you know what, if I'm gonna go to jail anyway, let me just do a whole bunch of media. You know, by the way, I dropped the song Facts from the music video.
Right.
But we talked about it. Remember, it was the Young Thug diss.
Right. Yeah, we played the clip.
Yeah, we played the clip.
And you're saying, I don't know if I'm going to put it out or not.
Yeah, and
but you put it out.
Yeah, I put it out. But long story short, what's gonna change is I want to just focus on myself, just leave my past. You know, at least now that people know the facts, I can't change people's minds, right? People who don't like the facts are just gonna keep feeling the type of way, but I'm happy that we was able to dissect every single little thing. And yeah, it's no more like, oh, but why, but how, where? People can't have those questions anymore. They can't. We dissected every bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. So what I want to change is just focus now on like taking over. Once again.
Well, we talked about the whole situation where you got jumped.
Yep.
At the gym.
Yep.
Now, you said that you actually want to get revenge on the guys who jumped you. And you said that you're actually willing to do life in prison over this revenge?
I was drunk. I was drunk. Yeah, but like I said, bro, that's such a DJ Black question.
Yep. I mean, you said it though.
Nah, I did say it. I did say
right.
it.
I'm not
Where'd
putting
you
words
see
in your
that?
mouth.
Nah, I know. Pause.
Yeah.
But listen, I remember saying, I'm gonna get back even if, and it's so crazy because that's another guy who ratted, right? Boston Richie, that's his word. That's his rap song. I'm gonna get like, cause he got dropped by Future, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Future dropped him after he ratted. But listen, yeah. So the answer to your question was, I did say that, right? But now that I'll contradict, I'm gonna change my life. I'm changing. I wanna be more positive.
Well, let me ask you a question, because once that came out, people were hitting me with different versions of the story. I think even some of the guys that jumped you, either they hit me or people around them. Did you actually have security there when that situation happened? Because they were saying there was security outside the bathroom or something.
That's a lie. Like to say that, that's just trying to squeeze in a narrative to see if now, oh my God, it's like a 9/11 theory, right? Oh, like that's bullshit. You think if I had, we know I don't have security. You've came here how many times now? Twice?
Twice, yeah.
You watch me, I have no security.
Right, but this is in the house.
Yeah, all right, cool. What, you wanna leave the house? Like, we can leave the house. I'm on house arrest. But listen, anyway, let's focus on the question. There was no security there. What, they trying to make it look better? They trying to make it look, oh my God, look, these fucking bad, oh my God, they're badass. They did it for, there was no, everybody knows there was no security there. Didn't the guy record me even leaving?
Yeah.
So why my security didn't be like, come to the rescue in that video? Hold on, wait, watch this. Didn't they record me leaving the locker room all the way to the front of the LA Fitness? Mm-hmm. There was no, so why make that up? Be like, yo, we watched this kid leave the locker room all the way to the front of the LA. Why are you creating a fake narrative now? Like, you know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
This is why I brought it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what they thought, that was gonna make them look cooler? Like, oh my God, like, what if we could tell Vlad this? People might believe it and we might look even more badass. Like, no, nigga, you jump niggas, that's pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like right now, Vlad, how many people in this room?
About 5.
If we all jumped you right now.
Yeah, get my ass kicked.
but is it one, is it fair?
I mean, listen, I've gotten jumped before.
All right,
I know
cool.
how it feels like.
All right, cool. So, one, is it fair? Is it fair?
Yeah, it's fair.
If we jumped you?
1-on-1. No, I think you said 1.
No.
I thought you meant 1, is it fair? No, it's not fair.
If 2 or more, if two and up, right? 2 individuals, 3 individuals, 4 individuals. Even if it's just 2 of us, if we jumped you, is that fair?
No.
Is that brave?
No.
And it's not even a jump, right? Because jump, they didn't even allow me to prepare myself. It's an ambush. Got ambushed. That's not what you thought. Like that, you thought you was cool. Nobody was, like, niggas don't respect that shit. Cause it's me and I'm so hated, niggas is like, oh my God, he's facts, but we hate him, so we gonna be like, oh, like, that's not gangster, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah.
Well, the guys that jumped you got arrested.
Yeah, but not because of me. You know what I mean? Not
Right.
because of
well,
me.
they kind of recorded themselves, so I mean, it just is what it is
Yeah.
at that point.
But my thing is like, I don't know why would they even try to hit you up and lie. What was your response to that? Be like, yo,
I didn't respond.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't respond.
yeah.
So they got arrested. Did they ask you to testify or make a statement or anything else like that?
No, they called the federal prosecutors that gave me the supervision, and they subpoenaed me. They subpoenaed me, but I guess the guys, their defense said that I started a fight with them, that I spit on them. Yeah, that's public.
Okay.
So they said that I came out the sauna, said something to them, and spit on him. That was his defense. And they were like, listen, if you want to go to trial with that and say that he spit on you, then do it. The guy's like, I don't know. I'm probably mistaken, but we could just look it up. I believe they're still in jail. So that's why I said, I'm gonna get back even if I get life, nigga, trust me, because they're not out on the street.
Okay, so let's just say that these guys say, Tekashi spit on us.
No, that's what they were planning.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, was there a trial or did they just
they pleaded out.
Oh, they pleaded out.
Like
okay,
their
so it doesn't
lawyer,
matter.
I guess their lawyer told them, if you want to take your chances with that defense, don't get mad at me when the whole jury finds you guilty.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what happened. Because they pleaded guilty. So the scenario in my head is saying, listen, you want to try your luck with that defense? Because we know you, like, it's clear as day you ambushed him. And not only that, there's videos of, if he spit on you, why didn't just one attack him? It was an ambush. It was like more than three. It was three people to jump.
Okay, so let's just say that the guy said, listen, it was self-defense, so stand your ground because he spit on us first. And they go to trial. Now, of course, the prosecution is going to call you as a witness and say, Tekashi.
Yeah, because I'm under federal supervision, so they'll
Exactly.
subpoena me and they'll break my supervision.
Right, so you'll have to take the stand?
Yeah, the feds would make me.
Okay, so they basically knew they can use that defense because you would take the stand and say it's not true.
No, but I didn't. But put it like this.
You didn't have to because they
I didn't
pleaded
have to.
out.
It's already, no,
but if they had taken it to trial, you would have taken the stand.
That's what I'm saying. They subpoenaed me. They subpoenaed me to say that, like, oh, if they do, you will have to go. But when I spoke to Lance, like my lawyer, my criminal lawyer, everybody knows Lance Lazaro. They was already on video, so they didn't even need it.
Okay, got it.
You know what I mean?
Well, I was at the NBA YoungBoy show a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, with ACT. Yeah, we
academics.
spoke on the phone.
Right. And I am standing a few feet away from ACT, and Jim Jones is sort of the same area with us, like right off, the side of the stage. And I saw Jim basically have words with academics.
Yeah.
I didn't know at the time what he was saying, but he was definitely upset, and he was kind of like in ACT's face and so forth, and ACT's security was right there. I'm watching the whole thing. I don't really know what's happening. Then afterwards, me and him spoke. He did an interview with me afterwards, and he basically said that Jim Jones was upset over something to do with you that academics had pushed in some sort of capacity.
The first thing he said was, he says, yo, listen, bro, those internet games y'all playing, that's not cool. And I was trying to get an understanding of what he was saying, but he was so heated. He wasn't even trying to, I'm having a conversation. He's just trying to say something. So, but I'm like, yo, what exactly are you talking about? Then he mentions 6ix9ine. And I really don't know exactly which part of this whole, like, his issue with 6ix9ine thing is. He was just like, yo, just like, man, I just want to tell you that shit's not cool, and somebody could get hurt over it.
Now, at that point, academics hadn't done a new interview with you. There was my interview. But then again, he saw me and then shook my hand, so he wasn't mad at me, so I don't really know what it was about. I don't think academics knows what it's about. Do you have any idea what it's about?
Probably like, damn, that kid was spitting facts. Like, you know what I mean? Because look, he's probably like,
mad at the facts?
Yeah, the kid is mad at the facts. Your shoddy, which is Mel Matrix, right? Did a 6-year prison bid, right? Because we got locked up, November 18, 2020. He came home August 2025. Do the math? That's 6 years.
Well,
he did 6 years, 8 months.
25, well, that's like five years.
That's worse, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. 6 years. 2019, 2020, 21, 22,
Oh, I thought you said
23,
2020. Okay,
24,
2019,
25.
yeah.
So,
Okay, got it.
2018.
18. Okay,
So
got it.
6
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
6
yeah.
years and 8 months.
My bad. You're right.
Give or take.
Yes.
6 years and 8 months, right? He was sentenced to 11 years. Side by side, right now, right here, side by side, Jamel Jones, whatever his name is, was sentenced to 11 years, right? He came home in 6 years. How do you explain that? The non-Trey grandfather, right, was sent side by side, was sentenced to 11 years. Came home in 6 years. In the federal penitentiary, clip this, in the federal penitentiary, you have to do 85% of your time. What's 85% of 11 years?
Probably about nine and a half.
85% you have to do it. That's with good time. 85% of 11 years is 9 years. How did you come home in 6? Okay, let's take off 1 year of drug program, 12 months, right? We're at 8 years, right? How do you come home in 6?
I mean, I'm going through ChatGPT trying to figure it out, and I can't figure it out right now. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you an actual answer to this.
You know what comes next, right?
Gotta put my glasses on.
That's a fact, nigga. You know what I mean? But I'm the rat. The grandfather of non-Trey got a sentence to 11 years, came home in 6. All right, cool. But that's Jim Jones' friend. So let's get back to Jim Jones. He probably didn't like the facts.
He got 135 months.
What's
That's
135 months?
11 years.
While Vlad is saying this.
11 years, 3 months.
Repeat it again. Just editor, while he's saying this, put all the facts right here. Sentencing, he got 135 months. That is equivalent to 11 years. You do 85% if you're good. If you have good behavior, 85% of 11 years is 9 something, right? 9 years.
Okay, so under federal law, a prisoner may receive up to 54 days of good time credit per year served.
Yep.
If they behave, complete programs, etc. So over an 11-year sentence, that could reduce an actual calendar time served by about a year or so.
Okay.
That still doesn't explain it.
It doesn't explain it,
Yeah.
but these are facts. Watch this little clip right here. People are gonna ignore it's gonna be the less viewed. Why? Because a 9-Trey grandfather ratted and people don't know because it's sealed.
I have no idea. I can't co-sign that.
You can't co-sign that,
Yeah.
but can you co-sign the facts?
Right.
Can you co-sign the 11?
I don't know how he got out early.
don't know.
I'll say that.
All right.
I'll say that. I don't know how he got
Am
out
I
early.
lying? Am I lying? He was sentenced to 11 years?
No, you got it right. 11 years and
With
3
good
months.
time is what?
10 years.
10 years. Take away a year of drug program.
9
Right,
years.
9 years.
So you got 3 years to account for.
Take out a year or 6 months. Nobody ever got a year house or
What about- well,
halfway house.
does that include-
Take 6 month halfway house.
8.5 years.
You came home in 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's why Jim Jones is mad. And probably that's why he picked him up at the train station. He didn't even pick him up. They didn't even send a taxi.
Well, in our last interview, we talked about a snippet of a Young Thug diss song.
Oh yeah, Facts music video out now.
Right. The Facts music video. Now, it wasn't called Facts then.
Nah, it
It
was
became
called
Facts because of our interview.
Yeah, it was called Itsy Bitsy Spider before.
Okay. It's a Bitsy Spider. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Okay. Now, you said you didn't think you were going to drop it.
Yeah, I didn't, because it was like, what, should I? And then everybody was like, yo, nigga, drop this shit. Because after I put that snippet out, I mean, after you was releasing that, I said, I don't know if I'm going to put it out, and everybody was like, nigga, drop it.
Okay. So you dropped it. Now, you have a song with Young Thug already.
Yeah, it's called Rondo.
Okay. So did you and Thug have a relationship at that point?
Yeah. I mean, like, music, it wasn't like anything like, yo, Thug, what you doing right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like a relationship that I would have with like Ack, you know what I mean?
Okay. You have a good relationship with that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like that relationship.
Okay, it was just music. So were you in the studio together?
No, he sent the verse, but we did have a photo together, me, him, and Birdman in Minnesota.
Okay. Yep. But after that song, you guys didn't continue any sort of communication?
Nah.
Okay. Right. What did you think about his whole like Rico situation and so forth?
I think we said it. Young Thug is not like this big mafioso, oh my God, he did that. He fought a Rico in the state. The judge was sloppy. You remember the judge?
The first judge.
The judge even got fired. Like,
right.
He got fired half trial.
Yeah.
Did we forget that?
No, we don't forget.
That will never happen in a federal courtroom.
No.
Ever.
Ever. Yeah.
He was fighting Rico in Fulton County.
Yeah.
Where they don't even know, I don't even think they know that they have like, I don't even think they're like qualified for their job. Like, you know what I mean? How does a judge get fired mid-trial?
Well, they did that whole, the situation with Lil Woody behind closed doors, and they're trying to hide it from the defense, and then, therefore the judge got kicked off.
Cool. Yeah, because malpractice. But he was fight. That will never happen in a federal courtroom. If Young Thug would have got a federal RICO, where would he be at right now? On the stand, nigga. Straight up. Because he already showed us what he did in that interrogation room. Ate the fucking cookies out the fucking bologna sandwich. You know how, and all right, so when you go to jail, they give you a plastic, like a see-through plastic bologna sandwich, and it comes with crackers, it even come with a little juice box. That nigga got hungry. So that means he ripped the shit open, like, you know how when you rip it open and does, or you could literally squeeze it and it just pops? You ever ate Lay's and you just squeeze the shit? That's what he did. He ate the fucking cookies. Mm. But that's what I felt about his RICO. His shit was fucking a walk in the park.
Okay, so you dropped the music video for Facts. Well, what's funny is I was reading through the comments, and the top comment is that you assembled the BBL Avengers for this music video.
Oh, yeah. The BBL Bandits?
The BBL Bandits. There was a lot of ass in that music video.
Yeah, bro. Fun shit.
Where'd you find these girls?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah, they're friends.
Okay.
The Avengers.
The BBL Avengers.
Yeah, no, they're fucking, yeah, bro. That, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I love BBLs.
I like BBLs too.
You're a good guy.
That's right. I've had to learn to love them though. Like at first I didn't like them, but over time, BBLs have gotten better also. Like the early BBLs were a little rough. These new BBLs are something different.
Like, all right, give me a botched BBL, anyone.
A botched BBL?
Yeah.
Man, I was looking at some of these older Doja Cat BBL pictures. She looks jacked, her BBL looks jacked up. It just looked like a brick in there. It just.
Yo, now it's that Doja Cat got the worst BBL.
Doja Cat's BBL looks botched as hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doja. You look better when you're natural. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
I interviewed her before she did all that.
You said what?
I'm just saying. I interviewed her before she did all that.
You interviewed her before the botch?
Before anything. I interviewed her before she blew up.
You know there's a TV show like on MTV called Botched.
Yes, I do know that.
Yo, bro, we just got Botched a new casting. Yeah. What if Botched literally pays her like $500,000 to be on the next episode of Botched?
Hey man, that's on them. That's on them.
Bro, we just got her a booking.
Yeah, okay. I don't think she's gonna take it. She's a little big for that. Who do you think has the best BBL though?
Oh man, bro, I got a lot.
Who's the best famous BBL? Not just some girl you know or a girl in the video. I'm talking about like the famous BBL. If you could have one BBL.
All right. I'm gonna give you, all right, Kim Kardashian, Cardi B.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, right?
Okay.
Fuck one, kill one, marry one, go.
Fuck, kill, marry, Nicki Minaj.
You'll fucking kill her?
No. I'm naming them. Nicki, no. Fuck, kill, marry, Nicki, Kim K, and Cardi B.
Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. I'll fucking kill Nicki Minaj.
No,
what the fuck?
Hold on. Well, I have to kill one of them, right?
All right. So go
Do
ahead.
I have to kill one of them?
You have to kill, marry. Is fuck, kill, marry.
I mean, if I had to marry one of those three.
He's trying to think about his future interviews as like Amazon. Like, I need
Hold on. Let me think. If I had to marry one out of those three, I'd probably marry Kim K.
I already knew it. That's white shit. You want to marry the white shit. Marry the white shit. He's like, I got to think about my future. Like, right, Mary and Kim.
I guess fuck would be Cardi B.
Damn.
And because I mean I don't want to kill Nicki Minaj, but I wouldn't want to fuck or marry her. So
you know
if that's my only choice, then but I don't want to kill her. I'm not saying, Vlad says he wants to kill Nicki Minaj and she gonna be snitching on me on Twitter like she does with everyone else. No, Vlad, I'm not trying to do that.
You know, fuck what Nicki's gonna say. You know, all your black viewers are gonna say, yo, you killed the only black woman?
No, it's Nicki Minaj. She's unhinged. This is an unhinged person. It's not just a random black girl. She's crazy. She's actually fucking insane. I know it's your homie and all. Y'all got the biggest song ever together, but still.
Yo, Vlad is doing the backtrack of the century. That nigga's running
I'm not backtracking. I'm still saying that if you're making me pick one to kill, I have to say her.
You give me one. You give me one. You give me one.
Okay.
Give me, but it gotta be 3 different ones.
It gotta be 3 different girls? Okay, hold on.
He's gonna choose one black one. I bet you he's gonna be like, I'm gonna put you in the same boat, nigga. I can't be in here.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill, marry. Fuck, marry, kill. Oh no,
fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. Okay, hold on. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm
killing that bitch. Straight up. I'm killing that bitch. I'm fucking shooting with a horse tranquilizer. Bow, bitch.
Ice Spice.
All right.
And Lotto.
Oh, all right. I'm definitely marrying Lotto.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Lotto so she could give a green card to her husband.
21 Savage.
Yo, hold on. And I'm fucking Ice Spice in the butt, straight up.
In the butt?
In the butt, straight up.
Okay,
Cause she be losing way too much. It's like, it's just crazy. Like,
okay, so who are you gonna kill?
I just said I'm killing Megan Thee Stallion.
Kill him? Okay, you already said it. You're right.
Headshot. Like, I'm not even trying to hit her with a body shot.
Why do you want to kill Megan Thee Stallion?
No left shot, straight headshot. Huh?
Is it because you're cool with Tory Lanez?
Yeah, one, cause free Tory. So let's say free Tory. And then,
I mean, you know Tory did that shit, right? You know Tory actually shot her. You do know that,
I don't
right?
know.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
If you had to be Orlando Brown, right? If you had to be Orlando Brown,
okay,
right? Or who's the guy with Down syndrome again? The guy, the D's nuts. What was his name? Weldon. If you had to be
Orlando Brown. Between those two, I've interviewed both of them. Orlando Brown.
Wait, you don't want to? Why?
I'm not trying to be Weldon, bro.
You know,
I'm not trying to be Weldon.
Nah, but Weldon's not.
At least, Orlando is somewhat mentally disabled, but he's not fully like autistic, like a Weldon. Like, I'm cool. Like Orlando can actually function independently. I don't think Weldon can. Weldon needs like a caretaker. I've interviewed both of them. I don't really want to be either one. Let's just keep it 100.
Yo, censor this shit from Weldon. I don't want him to see this shit. You just called him mental health. You just said
no. I mean, he is mentally disabled somewhat. He's not. I've interviewed him. I'm not just talking shit. I'm not calling him the R word or anything else like that because people have gotten mad at me when I've said that before. But he is like, actually autistic, definitely on the spectrum and so forth.
All right, you give me one.
Okay. Who would you rather be?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Give me a good one.
Let me see. Okay. Would you rather be El Chapo or TK?
Nigga, El Chapo, what the fuck? TK's broke right now with nothing in his commissary.
You think El Chapo got a lot of money in his commissary?
Do you think El Chapo got a lot of money in his commissary?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, that was too easy.
That was too. Okay, hold on. Would you rather be TK or Suge Knight?
Suge Knight. I'm a legend. I'm in movies. I'm in NWA. TK is literally in a state prison in General Pop.
Okay, yeah, I'm clearly not good at this. You're better at this than I am.
Oh wait, I got a good one. Who you rather be, Young Thug or Gunna?
Gunna.
That's a good one.
Gunna, definitely.
All right.
Definitely. Well, before I get off the Young Thug conversation, you actually had a problem with Young Thug and YFN Lucci squashing their beef.
Oh, no, it's not a problem. Yo, all right, so you know how a lot of people want to talk about no integrity, no morals, right? Have it, a lot has to do with you not wanting to interview me back then was because you said, I had no morals. Well, you don't really know. Had no morals in this. Vlad, if I did something, all right, would you say a mother is equivalent to your children? Or a mom is a mom? Let's just stick to mom.
Mom is a mom. You only have one, yeah.
If somebody shot at your mother, right, would you literally be partying with them in the club? Or even saying hi to them?
I'll say this, because...
Yes or no?
No. In this particular situation, yes, I would. And this is why. Because me and YFN Lucci's manager, I've interviewed Lucci before. Yeah. Young Thug, I don't know. But Lucci, I've interviewed multiple times. And his manager, Fly, we go way back.
Okay.
Very solid dude.
Okay.
So me and him had a long conversation about this. And the reality is this. Yes, Lucci's mother got shot at and everything else like that. But when you look at the totality of this situation, this beef that has involved dozens and dozens, no, hold on, let me just finish. It's involved dozens of people. People have died. People have gone to prison. People have just had so much damage. People around them are doing life and so forth. There is so much like violence and death and so forth that if you don't squash it, it's going to continue. So at one point, these two people were grown-ups and said, listen, instead of us just keep going like this, let's actually try to de-escalate the situation. Even if it's not totally sincere, we're not gonna be friends afterwards.
You don't have to dap him up. You don't have to touch me. We squash beef, all right, cool. Being in the club, side by side this, while you gave the explanation about how many people that went to jail, put the people that's serving life behind that beef right now. Put the people that's in jail right now. While they're dapping each other up, talk about Lucci's friend that he kicked out the car and let him die, right? I could be mistaken. I don't know if he let him die. But what about the guy that Lucci kicked out the car? What about Nut? Didn't Nut die in that beef? What is Nut looking up saying right now? Or looking down? Whatever. If he's in whatever, wherever. I don't know his pact with God. But hold on. What about those people, Vlad?
At some point, Tekashi,
at some point,
somebody has to be the adult in the room.
All right.
Somebody has to be the adult in the room, or else the children will continue to kill each other.
If I disappeared from this chair right now, and you had Nut right here, the guy who died behind that beef,
right?
Where you gonna be like, Nut, we forgot about you, nigga.
No, I'm gonna say, listen.
We had to grow up.
For the well-being of everyone who is alive.
So them niggas had
this is why this beef got squashed.
So niggas was on fucking crash dummy sites. They were fucking sent on dummy missions because now they're in jail and dead, right? And now you want to grow up now?
Better late than never.
All right. So what about me?
Better late than never,
What about me?
Tekashi.
People turned on me, right? Why didn't I have a choice? Like they have a choice and say, let me grow up. You know what? I was being taken advantage of. The loyalty died right there. When you didn't give me the loyalty, I didn't wait till then. You were being disloyal while I was on the street when you had, so I don't have room for growth, but they do.
I think you've been given a lot of grace after you cooperated. You had hit songs, a lot of different hit songs.
But that's on me.
You've had a lot of artists that have worked with you.
Watch how I get you.
You have a nice amount of success.
Watch
you live
this,
comfortably.
No, watch this, Vlad.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know why? That's because of me, not because people gave me that grace. You know why? Because what if while I was in jail and I caught depression, just say, what if all that, oh, he's never gonna have a career again, he's a fucking rat, right? What if I caught depression, Vlad? What if I got released from jail and I was scared for my life? It took me. It wasn't grace. It took me to come home and said, I got something to prove to the world.
Right, but other people did work with you. Nicki Minaj worked with you right out the gate.
All right.
And gave you your biggest song
I love this.
ever, right?
No. Watch this, Vlad, and that's fake narrative, right?
She didn't give you your biggest song, but the two of you collaborated on what ended up being your biggest song ever, right?
Vlad,
right?
No, wrong.
No?
Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
I was released from prison. Nobody gave me grace. I came home with a single. I didn't come out with Nicki Minaj.
Right.
I came out with a single song, me by myself.
Correct.
I broke the records on that IG Live, not with Bad Bunny on it, not with Cristiano Ronaldo on it, not with Kim Kardashian on it. I didn't fucking come out with Bad Bunny on my live, Cristiano Ronaldo on my Instagram live, Kim Kardashian, Jeff Bezos.
Correct.
Who was on that live? Just me.
Correct.
Right? So nobody gave me grace. I worked for that. People actually doubted me, and I proved them wrong.
Right.
So now, whatever. So that's growing up. So now, don't tell me about growth, right? That's growth. That's resilience right there. What they're doing is some bitch ass shit because people lost their lives behind that. People are sitting in jail right now behind that, right?
People are sitting in jail over your situation as well.
Yes, but because they looked for that. If they weren't out here fucking doing on wiretaps, right? If Mel, Shotty, Jim wasn't on wiretaps, if Harv didn't fucking get greedy, right? Let's not ignore the facts. People are sitting in jail because they deserve to sit in jail, right?
And people in the Young Thug and Lucci beef are in jail because they deserve to be in jail as well.
No, because they listened to orders from their higher up. They were told to go fucking slide. They were told to go shoot. They was told. Not lost his life behind that beef. Anyway, let the comments thing. There's no way of justifying it. Somebody's mom was shot at. And now you want to be grown, right? When there's people dead and in jail, but people don't like these facts. So
at some point you have to grow up though. That's the whole thing. What? So they go through this whole RICO. Everyone, Lucci ends up getting locked up for a while. Thug was locked up for a long time. They finally get out. So what? They come out and start killing each other again? Is that the alternative?
I didn't say killing each other again.
Shooting each other, beefing with each other?
No, Vlad.
Yo.
No, watch this, Vlad.
At some point,
no, watch this, Vlad. Watch
you
this,
have
Vlad.
to
Watch this,
grow
Vlad.
up.
Lucci went to jail. Young Thug went to jail.
Correct.
They both came out.
Yes.
We don't gotta say what's up. We don't even gotta beef anymore. But dapping each other up after my partner lost his life? Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
Okay.
Yo, Vlad, all right, so now let's growth, right? Growth. Shotty comes home, all these people, should I just go up there and be like, you know what? You did me wrong, you did jail, let's just put it behind. No, we have an understanding, you that way, I'll go my own way. Young Thug, Young Thug is, clip this, grab everything Vlad just said, right? Where's the growth saying, he forgave Lucci, right? Why not forgive Gunna? Where's the growth you were talking about?
Well, him and Gunna.
Well,
him and
give
Gunna,
me a proper answer.
I will give you a proper answer.
Why, if you have so much growth, why not forgive Gunna?
Right, the situation with him and Gunna never escalated into violence. And that's why he doesn't have to squash it with Gunna.
So it should be easier.
It's not as serious.
Nobody's mom was shot at.
There's not a reason to squash it with Gunna the way it is to squash it with Lucci.
So wait, what's easy?
I'm not going to agree with you on this, man.
No, you have to. So watch this. No, you have to because you're fighting it. You're not fighting it. You're like a person that doesn't like 6ix9ine, and I tell them all.
I don't like 6ix9ine.
No, Vlad. No, it's an example, an analogy, right? You have to agree on me because look how simple this is. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. In the YFN Lucci Young Thug beef, people died. People are going to prison, right? For a long, long time, right? And you have the growth to squash that beef, but nobody died in the you and Gunna beef. Nobody went. You didn't go to jail in that thing. Yeah, he took a plea. Where's the growth that you're talking about?
Okay. Tekashi.
Fuck out of here.
Tekashi.
Put my glasses on, man.
Tekashi, listen to me.
Put my glasses on. This is what I do.
Listen to me.
This is not what I do, though. I should have been a lawyer, right?
Okay.
I should have never been a lawyer.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm not right.
Let me ask you a question.
What would be easier?
No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever driven a Japanese car?
No.
Never in your life. You've never had a Japanese car?
No.
Have you ever had Japanese electronics? Have you ever owned anything by Sony?
Yes.
Okay, so you had Sony products.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why you have Sony products as an American is because the US and Japan squashed their beef. The US dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan, killing, I think, like 100,000 people and creating radiation where you had a whole bunch of mutated babies and everything else like that. The amount of damage that the US did to Japan was horrific. But then Japan also bombed Pearl Harbor and killed a whole bunch of US soldiers. So much death occurred back and forth between these two countries, and now we've gotten over it and we're friends. Japan is a friendly country to the US. I've toured in Japan. It's a great place. Japanese come over here. They do business. People get over death and destruction for the greater good.
So right now you're comparing Young Thug to a fucking nation like Japan.
I am. Because
What
there
the
were,
fuck are
there
you-
were groups
you're-
of people. It
you're-
wasn't just between
Vlad.
between Thug and Lucci. It involved dozens of people on either side.
So
at
oh my
some
God,
point,
I love this. You just compared Young Thug to the bombings in Pearl Harbor and fucking atomic bomb, right?
Hiroshima. Yeah.
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Gunna never even killed a fly in that beef.
Right.
So it should be way easier killing
But it's
with
not.
the growth.
But it's not necessary to squash it with Gunna because there's no violence going to occur between Gunna and Young Thug. If the beef
my
was
God.
not squashed,
Yo, Vlad, I'm not gonna lie.
listen,
You're
if the
looking
beef was not
horrible right
squashed
now.
between Lucci and Thug, it could spark again into violence in Atlanta, and then suddenly everyone's locked up again, everyone's back in jail.
So because Gunna's pussy is no reason to squash beef because nigga, you ain't doing shit. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Can we agree on that?
I mean, I agree. All these niggas pussy. Damn, that's crazy. Niggas know you not about to step, so niggas just say, I ain't squashing no beef. You ain't no stepper.
I think that's what's happening.
All right.
I think he's looking
Is
at
it
Gunna.
right? Is it right?
I mean, it's really Thug's choice. Is it right or is it
No,
wrong? I don't know.
As,
I mean,
as
listen,
Vladimir, is it right?
I think between Gunna and Thug, I think it was more of a, man, you were my friend. I put you on. I helped build your career. And then you kind of churned on me at a time that it could have really hurt me. And my feelings are hurt, but it's not going to escalate into anyone's mom getting shot or anyone getting killed or anything else like that. I'm just not fucking with you as a friend anymore and as a coworker and a business associate anymore. But with Lucci, it wasn't that. They never worked together. It was really violent beef. And that's why I think they squashed it. Cool?
You're wrong, but cool.
Okay, that's fine. We can agree and disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, so originally you and Anuel AA were working together.
Yeah.
How did the relationship actually start?
He said he was a big fan, right?
Okay.
I said this story mad times. He said he was a big fan. I was his favorite rapper. So I was like, you know what? I'm already dominating the Billboard charts, doing scream rap, melodic rap. I said, oh my God, what is there else to do? They said he only screams. I started just talking regular, singing like I don't really want no friends or Gotti Gotti, you know what I mean? So then I was like, what else is there to do? What is there else to prove? Then I seen this kid said I'm his favorite rapper. I fucking go say, yo, you wanna do a Spanish song with me? I'll literally throw you on my song, right? So blah blah, I flew here to Miami, we did Bebe, and it was the biggest Latin record that year.
Okay, so you guys have a bunch of success with Bebe.
Yeah.
Multi-platinum?
Multi-platinum, 3 times platinum.
Okay. But then there's the song Yaya.
So yeah, then Mala came after Bebe. It's Bebe Mala. It was on Dummy Boy, the album, which is platinum album. Mm-hmm. And then post prison, I used to talk to Anuel and when I was in prison or whatever. He was like, yo, I told you about them niggas, da da da, whatever. I get released from prison after the cooperation. Me on the phone, we do Yaya. I guess people, you know, because he's not no gangster. You know, his dad is an executive at Sony.
Oh,
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So for the people that didn't know, like all his Spanish followers that feel like he's from the street, his dad is a Sony executive. He was never part of the streets. He never had to do that. Anyway, so me and him were on the phone doing this, and I guess they threatened him. They said, yo, if you release that song with 6ix9ine, because you could even share it on these, like, edit it right here. Me and him did an Instagram live together. So you were cool with me after my cooperation. We did the song. When they threatened your life and told you they were gonna stab your brother in prison if that song came out, he got scared, and that's how the friendship broke up.
Okay, so he had a brother in prison.
Yeah. And his brother's a bitch. Like, he gets protected by the Puerto Ricans in jail. Like, you know what I mean? So he couldn't defend for himself because he depended on the protection that they were giving him in prison.
Okay, because he publicly said that he wouldn't work with people who are chota, which means snitch or informant.
So now, while you're saying that, pull up the Instagram live we did together for the editors, he said he wouldn't do that. I have videos on my phone. I'll send it to your editor. We're on the phone post-prison, right? The threats made him scared that they were gonna stab him, stab his brother, and like, basically like hurt him. He backed out. That wasn't his words. That was because out of fear. So for anybody, pull up the live here of us on Instagram Live together while I'm on house arrest post-prison for my RICO case. Pull it, so it's like, it's contradiction.
Okay, so you guys started going back and forth.
No, we didn't go back and forth. I just said, yo, bro, I'm on the phone with you. Like, you just came one day out of nowhere, I guess when he got the threats and said that.
Okay, so he accused you of being a pedophile?
Yeah, it was because he was mad that his daughter called me dad before she called him father. So, like, his daughter called me dad. I was her dad figure.
Okay. And
That's why he said that, like out of anger.
Got it. Well, what'd you do with his daughter? You just were like friendly to his daughter or
No,
something?
I practically raised her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but remember, that's part of my civil case. Now, remember what I said I can't speak on it?
Okay, got it. All right. Now, didn't a video surface of some sort of confrontation between his brother and you, or?
Yeah, basically, like, his brother was trying to go into a club, right? And yeah, his brother was trying to go into a club, and I was there, and they were like, yo, you can't go in the club because 6ix9ine is there, you know what I mean? And 6ix9ine is our, you know what I mean? So they didn't let him in the club.
Okay. And
Yeah, they were like, you always asking for bottles. That's what the owner said, that he was always asking for bottles on comp.
oh, okay.
So he's like, yo, you know, like, can we get a comp bottle? And they were like, nigga, you always come here and spend no money. 6ix9ine, you know, is fucking people buy more bottles because he's here. So they were like, get your comp ass down to another club.
Okay, so all this is happening, and at one point, Anuel was in a relationship with Yalin Lamas.
Yeah, but remember, I can't talk about that.
Can't
'cause
talk
of
about
him.
that. But they were in a relationship together at one point.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, that ballooned into a whole bunch of other nonsense, which you can't talk about. Where are you guys right now?
No, it was just civil lawsuit.
Were you and Anuel?
No, yeah, I mean, nothing.
Well, you guys aren't suing each other, though.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're
Nothing? So
not, he don't, remember, there's a video, pull up editors, I literally seen them and I was like, yo, you wanna go, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to, you know, I mean, there's a video of me seeing him in the street and I said, yo, what's all that shit you was talking on the internet? And he was like, no, I don't got no problem with you, I don't got no problem with you. Editors, please put it right here. Like, these niggas really be beefing on the internet, and then when you see him in person, there's a whole different, no, I don't have no problem with you. I never called you a rat, no, is that, yo, I know. Like, that's, but the editors will find it, or I'll find it for the editors, and they go side by side.
Yo no me meto así, yo no me cago. Busca el carro, busca el carro. Yo no me meto así, yo no me cago. Busca el carro, busca el carro. Yo no meto así, yo no me cago. Busca el carro, busca el carro. Yo no sé. Like I said, you need to get.
Are you ready? That's on the internet.
okay. Is there any chance of you guys squashing and working together again? Because you guys have hit songs together.
Yeah, but I don't have, as these, they be scared. Like he got, so, ask the question one more time.
Is there any chance of you guys working it out? Because you guys have had hit songs together.
So we were working together post cooperation, post me telling, whatever.
Right.
Pull it up while I'm saying it. Pull it up. Like, just have the screenshot, because if you already played it, we were on live post, like, after me telling. That was happening. He just got scared. He's not like that. He don't have a backbone. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Out of
so
fear.
he got scared, but it's understandable if he's trying to protect his brother, right?
All right, well,
Isn't that somewhat understandable? Can you relate? You have a brother, right?
Yeah.
If I told you,
All right,
yo, listen, if you work with Gunna, I'm gonna get your brother stabbed.
All right, cool. Now watch this. You know how easy it was that? Yo, Danny, yo, bro, just not right now. There's not a good time. I know we already did the Instagram live. I just can't do it. All right, I'm just not gonna talk about it. Bye.
Right. So you feel like he handled that?
Can I take my glasses off so I can put them back on?
Yes. So basically, you felt that he handled it wrong.
Come on, like, you know.
Okay,
you know,
but people make mistakes in the moment and so forth. You can understand, like, listen,
Yeah,
like,
bro,
yo,
look,
listen,
look.
if I just hit
Yo,
you
Black,
out of the
what I
blue and
got in
said,
my
yo, I got your brother right here, I'm gonna stab you unless you go do something about it right now, and out of fear
Vlad, I'm
and love for your brother, you go on Instagram and just appease me and so forth.
I'm gonna give you the best answer right now.
Okay.
You see this ball?
Yes.
The ball's in his court. I'll literally throw it to him.
Okay, there you go. So basically, if he comes back
he
and says,
wants,
let's fix it,
yeah.
well,
The
there
ball's
you
in
go.
his court.
There you go. There you go. Well, NBA YoungBoy,
Yeah.
you guys have a song called Move Move?
No.
That's not true?
Nah, that's not true. The people making AI shit.
So that's not a real song?
Nah.
Have you ever done music together?
No, we never did music together. We spoke though. Like we spoke after cooperation, like when I gave Kodak $1 million. But I guess NBA YoungBoy, and I could tell you this, Act was, we were gonna pay, when we did that Kodak feature, we already had, not saying that Kodak was our second option, we just had the $1 million there to, do the video with fume vapes and all that shit. But I guess NBA YoungBoy was, I guess he didn't want to be the first person to jump, the gun. But
you already done a song with Nicki and stuff like that by that time.
Yeah, but you seen the video I showed on Fresh and Fit, when NBA YoungBoy was, he never said that. He was like, yo, 6ix9ine a real nigga.
6ix9ine was going to tell me to tell you he love you. He said he really fucked with you, yo. Man, Shorty a real nigga. Shorty just seen me and greeted me. You hear me? Yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, most niggas be scared to come up to us. For what? We some of the coolest niggas you can meet. That nigga seen me and greeted me though, and kept it going. Real nigga.
Cause me, you know me, I'm real as it gets. I went up to him, or like, what's up? Whatever. But yeah, we don't have a song together.
Okay. Would you do a song with him?
Yeah, I'll do a song with him.
Well, he's on fire right now.
Yeah, I know, you was at his concert, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he would do a song now after I said Mellow Racks. Cause you know Mellow Racks, I don't know if Mellow Racks is like his squeeze.
Okay. Well, that's his artist. She's on tour with him.
Yeah.
So
She got
because
fat ass, right?
I didn't notice. Probably though. I think so actually, yeah.
That's
Now that I
gonna
think
be
about it. So because you just Mellow Racks, that's why you think that you and NBA YoungBoy won't.
No, that's me assuming. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, he has a hell of a fan base, man. It was interesting being at that show, considering how big of an arena it was.
How'd you feel being around all them YNs?
Felt fine.
Was it ratchet?
No.
How many Hellcats did you see in the parking lot?
I don't know, man. We went through the back entrance, I mean, it was cool, man, but I'm used to being that type of environment anyways, but it was really interesting to see an artist that size doing a venue that big, and really 95% of the audience was black. Like usually at that level, you get all these white fans and Spanish fans or whatever. Like he really has his
some
core
white people.
audience.
Listen, you know when NBA YoungBoy was here in Miami, I swear to God, I don't want to out them. I had a couple white people here, right? Caucasian people. And there was a lot of BBL bandits going to the Miami NBA YoungBoy concert. So I'm like telling the white guys, like, yo, you guys gonna go to the fucking NBA YoungBoy concert? Because everybody's going. And people with money of that caliber, you will see in those events, right? They were like, fuck no. And I was like, why? And he was like, nigga, I'm not gonna be around all them YNs, right? These are white people.
The white people saying that?
Yeah, I don't want to out them, but anyway.
I don't use that term, by the way.
So they said, I said, why, bro? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's the Kaseya Center, you know what I mean? It's pretty safe. He's like, hell fucking no, I'm not gonna be there. That shit gets ratchet, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But to your thing, with everybody in the 95%, you will see like everybody being black, you would see like these little white kids that love NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Like cause I know a lot of little white kids like NBA YoungBoy.
They just don't go to the shows.
Because they scared.
They scared? I guess
Bro,
so. I mean, when I go to that show, I'm not in the audience.
Bro, do you see the videos going around TikTok?
There's a few fights. Yeah, there's a few fights here and there.
No, I'm not about the fights though.
What do you mean?
Just about the rowdiness, like how people like literally banging on their chest, like the lyrics, people just scared at.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
We went to the Jersey show and there was no incidents at all.
Yeah, but I think it's not about Jersey because people more up north are more like, they want to be cool. Like here down south, they give you energy. Like down south, you know what I mean? In New York, Jersey, you know, everybody's going there with their flyest outfit. Everybody's trying to be cool. You know what I mean? But hand down south, everything is like fucking turnt. You know what I mean?
Well, you mentioned Kodak Black.
Yep.
So you guys did a song together.
Yep.
And he got paid $1 million for
Yep.
the song. That money didn't come from you or the label. It came from a vape company, right?
Yeah. I can't talk. They sued me.
They sued you.
Yeah. Because I had a, listen, this is all I'm gonna say. They're suing me right now. I had a deal with HQD, right? So the person I can't talk about, for me looking out for that person, I got that person a deal with Fume. Fume wanted me to break my deal with HQD, which I said, no, I can't. But if you give it to this person that I can't talk about, you know, I can still help you guys because I will do the marketing through that. You know what I mean? Just to help that person out with not breaking my contract, right? Or thing, because these, you know, it's my vape, like the dummy vape was for HQD. Fume was like, yo, we'll give you $1 million to break your contract a month. I'm like, I can't do that. Neil's my friend. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they the ones who gave, you know, for the IRS, all that shit, they're the ones who paid Kodak the $1 million.
Okay. Kodak did the song. Did he diss you originally on the song?
I said, bro, I got a rat giving me cheese.
No, so I mean, what Wack 100, I wanted to go to the studio, right? But Wack was like, yo, if they don't give the money, right? Cause one time Kodak, it was supposed to come out way before that. So Kodak literally was like, yo, where's the money? Right? Nobody's coming with $1 million cash. This is Fume, right? So it was like, Fume was paying with a check. He was like, yo, what if they just signed a check? I do the song and the video. Because nobody, put it like this. You look at Kodak, right? And Kodak doesn't look like a person that you like took these Fume Jewish guys, right? That you would give $1 million to and then he would just run off on your check, you know what I mean? Like, and just go like, and not do it. So Wack 100 was the guy, and I don't think Wack minds if we say this, but he ate off that deal too.
Yeah, I'm sure if he helped set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
So
totally
he's
normal.
like, that was a verse he wrote, and the producer, that was a verse he wrote probably 4 to 5 to 6 months before the song actually came out. Fume was like, yo, remember I told you NBA YoungBoy was the first option? Not saying that Kodak was the second, it was just that NBA YoungBoy didn't want to be the first person to come out. So I guess when the money never cleared, like not cleared, but the payment method wasn't, he wrote that like on some like, oh, like these niggas gassed me. I was about to do the song with 6ix9ine and it just didn't happen, didn't fall through. So now when we had Kodak, understand how this happened. When Kodak showed up to Doral where we were shooting the music video, that was the verse. I would have been like, yo, it's gonna be more viral if we just released the verse he already recorded because the $1 million was there. He couldn't leave. We were not handing over the check till he recorded the video, right? We didn't believe that Kodak was like, how I say, the backlash. Remember, even Boosie came at him. What did Boosie say?
What did you initially think when you heard about the song?
It was a bad move, and you know, I felt like Kodak, like me, we stand for something. You know, we stand for something that's different from other people. Pop music didn't make us, but the streets made us. The streets gave us a chance. And it's called selling your soul, bro. Like, money can't make you do everything, bro.
Like, oh, you did a song with this, and then his scapegoat was like, yo, nah, I dissed them. But from the way we spun it was like, oh, remember, the person I can't talk about is how you lose your bitch to a snitch, you know what I mean? And that's the Anuel reference in that song because he was Anuel's boy. So we just left that version of the verse and put it out, which actually was good because it's at 160 million views on YouTube right now. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean, yeah, didn't he say in the song, I got a rat giving me cheese?
Yeah, we took that. We took that part out.
Right.
We took just that little part out to spin the hook back.
Okay.
But his producer put that out. You know what I mean? His producer put that out, not knowing if he thought it was gonna go viral. It didn't go viral. It was just like, you know what I mean? We just took that part out.
Okay, did you and Kodak Black continue any level of relationship after that?
Yeah, we were just on the phone. You want me to show it to you?
I believe you.
Yeah, we were just on the phone yesterday.
Okay, so y'all still cool?
Yeah, he was like, I'm trying to get pardoned. So I said, if his lawyer that knows Trump, if he could pardon me, right? He's pardoning everybody, pardoning
Lil Wayne.
NBA YoungBoy, Kodak.
Yep.
Who else he pardoned?
I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm trying to get pardoned.
The Silk Road guy, I mean.
Who?
The guy who did Silk Road. That was like the dark web where people were like buying like bombs and drugs and human trafficking.
Yeah, what the fuck? So anyway, when
that guy went to prison for like 30 years and Trump pardoned
So
him.
when I was on the phone with Kodak yesterday, I was like, yo, bro, like, can you put the word in, like with your lawyer to see? Because it's all about connections, who you know what I mean? And obviously they review your case.
Right.
If I get pardoned, I'm clean, like, you know what I mean? I think you could have even a licensed concealed weapon, no?
Well, of course, yeah, if you're pardoned.
But anyway, if you're fucking doing that to a weapons merchant, remember, like, I don't think, is my case able to get pardoned? Like, I just got a RICO case.
It's a Fed case.
Yeah, Fed case.
Yeah.
So anyway, me and Kodak spoke, and I said, can you help me get pardoned?
Okay.
Yep.
Did he say he's gonna work on it?
Yeah, well, I think he was just like happily sedated on some substance.
Well, Lil Tim, who I interviewed at one point, I actually ran into him at the NBA YoungBoy show.
What'd he say?
Well, didn't he say that he scammed you for a feature?
Yeah, he said that, but the label sent him the label paid for us to go to Savannah, right?
Okay.
He recorded, but remember, like I said, when we actually got the song, he just won't clear it. You know what I mean?
Oh, so he recorded it?
Yeah, there's a fucking, so for the editors, me and Lil Tim in the booth, like, you know, the people at the studio put it out. We just not gonna be able to clear it. You know what I mean? And it just looks like, you know what I mean? Everybody was scared to be the first person. Remember, that was around the 2021, 2022 year that we went to Savannah. He recorded the song. We're in the studio. It was a studio in Savannah. There's nothing out there, literally, like.
Yeah, I've been out there.
Okay, so there's nothing out there.
I didn't even Rondo out there.
So we fucking did a studio, and I can even give you the editors fucking the whole surveillance. He recorded the song and everything. It was on the song that I released, Gene, the Go Pick Your Man Up. That's that one.
It was about King Vaughn?
It was about King Vaughn.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, he recorded the thing, and then, like, you know what I mean? They're like YNs. They don't have the lawyers. They don't have lawyers. They don't have any of that. And then the label can't monetize it if we don't get a clear.
Yeah.
So you see how before I do this interview, you make me sign something to like.
Oh, so you guys didn't have him sign originally before paying him?
Yeah. So that was my fuck up, cause I really wanted to have the nigga who killed King Vaughn on the King Vaughn disc.
How much did you pay him?
I think it was like probably like 10 grand.
Okay, it's not a huge amount.
Yeah, because it was a full 20, but he never got the back end because he never signed the shit.
So I interviewed
But the label was in communication with his people. So
Yeah.
I just showed up, no security, no nothing, you know what I mean? But I guess he never thought it was me, whatever. But you can even interview, ask him, be like, yeah, like his people was in communication with the label.
Well, listen, I interviewed Lil Tim. You know, his big interview was the one that I did with him. I mean, ultimately,
Can I ask you how much you paid for that one?
I don't remember. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was a fair amount, and it was definitely profitable. So everyone's happy. Like I said, we ran into each other at the YoungBoy show, you know, in person for the first time because we did the interview remotely. We shook hands, you know, we chopped it up. We already had each other's numbers. And I was just happy for him, man. I was happy to see him on tour with YoungBoy.
Yeah, because remember, he was never that close to YoungBoy. He was always like close to
No,
Quando.
that's Quando's guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so, how do you feel about that? Like that he's like NBA YoungBoy picked him up.
I think it's great.
Yep.
Because Tim didn't really, I mean, he got shitbagged at one point. He got shot.
Yeah, yo, bro, I was literally taking a shower, and when I was watching my interview, instead of it skipping to like the next part, it went to Lil Tim, and it was you with Lil Tim, and he was talking about how he was on the shitbag for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Then he couldn't eat hard food, so it was so funny that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it literally skipped after the 6ix9ine part. It went to Lil Tim killing King Vaughn, and he's like, yo, he'd be still alive if you guys didn't gas him up, right? That's what he said?
Yeah. When you did finally find out that it was King Vaughn who died, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn. If Brian did that stupid shit last night, his ass still would have been alive.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
You ever interviewed King Vaughn?
No, we were supposed to actually, and then, he got killed. It was already in process, but, But, at the end of the day, though, when I interviewed Tim, I told him he did the right thing. If someone with a reputation like a Vaughn, bragging about being a serial killer and claiming to have all these bodies and so forth, if they jumped on me, I would expect my security to shoot him too.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that if you talk to Vaughn's people, I mean, listen, Vaughn's people try to shoot Tim.
Oh, yo, you know what's something I found out after, like, we talked about that? That one of Lil Durk's homies got his head blown off. And that shit.
Yeah. Slutty,
And that-
Slutty got killed.
No.
Different guy?
One died. There was a guy that got hit, like literally like his head indented. He died after.
Yeah. You're talking about O Block Louie. I interviewed him.
O Block Louie. So
Yeah.
what happened? How he died?
We don't know. It could have been either just complications from the injury, or maybe it was a drug overdose, because of the situation. We don't really know. But he died, I think, maybe about a year after
Yeah,
my
I
interview.
found that out literally fucking 3 days ago.
Yeah. He died, I think, earlier this year, like at the top of the year, or
Yeah,
right
that's
around that
fucked.
time.
That's fucked.
I mean, I interviewed him, man. I mean, at the end of the day, look, sometimes you're on opposite sides of situations, but at the end of the day, this dude, was trying to protect his friend. Ended up getting shot in the head. I think his gun jammed or something like that. Ended up getting shot in the head, recovered.
But by a cop.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the cops started shooting. And
Yeah.
it was a whole clusterfuck, man. It was just a sad situation all around. I don't think nobody won.
But be honest, who you think, how many people lost their life that day? 3?
2? No, wait. So Vaughn, Slutty, 2 that I know of. Let me just double check.
All right. But all of that happened for whose fault?
King Vaughn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people need to realize that shit. You know what I mean?
No, okay, 3 people.
His homie would be alive right now if it wasn't for his
Three
arrest.
people were dead, yeah. So 3 people got killed. I'm not quite sure who the last person is.
I think it was civilian, no?
I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure, man. But yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it was almost like a Tupac situation. You go and put your hands on someone that you think is soft, or you think you just...
Oh, yeah. You literally that's when I was in the shower, you literally was telling Lil Tim that something about the casino fight.
Yeah.
And that person, yeah,
It
bro.
was
See,
similar-
I
it was
watched-
a
I
similar
watched the shit.
situation.
Yeah, I watched the shit.
It's a similar situation, man. You put your hands on someone thinking they're not going to do anything. You underestimate that person.
Yep.
You think they're pussy or whatever else, you find out that's just not true. Same thing, look, Pac was like, yo, I'm the biggest rapper in the world. I got Suge Knight with me. I got all these Bloods. Oh, that dude stole a death row chain. Okay, we're going to go stomp him out. And I got all this backup. They're not going to do nothing. These are just some dirty Crips from Compton. They broke, they whatever. Those dudes went and got a gun and found him and killed him.
Like
Just underestimated them. That's it. Just underestimated them. And, thinking that, we out here deep, they're not going to do nothing. They did something.
Let me ask him, because while we're on the topic, didn't you interview Nipsey's brother?
No.
No?
I interviewed Nipsey, though.
All right. But is it like the underestimate? Is that facts? Because I didn't follow the case. I done talked about it. Did he really call the guy a rat, or he just told him get
I
up
think
out
he
of the...
implied there was some sort of conversation. I interviewed Cowboy, who was right there when it happened.
Okay.
Right? That's one of Nipsey's friends. And it was some sort of conversation asking about this guy snitching. Now, I don't think that he was trying to...
But he didn't call him, he just told him, get him up out of here, your paperwork.
No, I think it was more like, yo, I've heard some rumors about you cooperating, you should get that cleared up or something like that. And, Shitty Cuz was like, oh, no, these dudes just hating on me. Everyone's always hating on me. Because from what I understand, because I interviewed Brick Baby, who was like, Shitty Cuz is like his little homie, right? They'd been into a lot of serious situations before. He's like, the snitching thing was just a false rumor. He never actually snitched. So I think it was more so, it wasn't more so like similar to the King Von situation, because it's not like Nipsey like beat him up in front of everyone.
No, he just humiliated him.
I think
it was in front of his girl, right?
Possibly, yeah. I think so. And I think it was really more like, I think Nipsey forgot at that moment who he was.
And not only that, he's still in Compton. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
not in Compton, he was South Central.
Oh, South Central.
South Central, yeah. But he was in his, in his area, in front of the stores that he owns and so forth. And I think that he forgot that he's Nipsey Hussle, the superstar rapper, and sort of went back to, I'm Nipsey Hussle, the Rolling 60s Crip that I was 15 years ago, and I'm just like relating to people on that level because I'm in my area and I'm surrounded by all my homies and everything else like that. But I remember even when I interviewed Freeway Ricky, I mean, he said something really interesting. He said he wished that he had been able to talk to Nipsey to show him how to operate in the hood once you get to a certain level, because you can't be asking people questions like that once you get to a certain point in your life, because they're going to take it very badly and you're not prepared to handle those types of situations anymore because you're at a whole different financial level. And I just think it was just a very bad series of events, but I don't think it's the same as what happened with King Von.
Yeah.
Well, Bad Bunny. I made some comments about him performing at the Super Bowl.
I didn't see that. I just seen a clip on TikTok.
Right.
What'd you say?
What I said was, although I admire Bad Bunny as a big international artist, I don't understand him performing at the Super Bowl because 75% of the Super Bowl audience, 85% of the Super Bowl audience is English speaking. They don't speak Spanish. Now I can understand Bad Bunny performing at the World Cup. I totally get that. Or let's just say in the soccer finals
You just
in
want
Mexico.
the more Americanized halftime show, like.
It's not Americanized. All I'm saying is Bad Bunny is not an English speaker. He doesn't do songs in English.
I understand your take. If you had to choose somebody, who would it be? Right now.
Right now?
Yeah, that hasn't done it, obviously.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Now she turned it down.
I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna get a whole bunch of hate just now.
I got a bunch of hate.
Because the NFL hates Taylor Swift. Like, they try to make her like the fucking.
Well, no, she got it offered. She turned it down.
No, I know.
Her and Adele got offers. They both turned it down.
Okay.
Those two I thought would be great choices.
No, but she turned it down because everyone hates her in the NFL.
Well, she claims she turned it down because her boyfriend is potentially playing and she doesn't want it to be a conflict. That's what she said on Jimmy Kimmel. I don't fucking know. But my thing is people are calling me racist and whatever else. And it's like, yo, can you imagine in the soccer finals in Mexico, they put on an English-speaking artist at the halftime show? It would make no sense.
Yeah, I see your take, but
that's my take. And people are mad at me, and it's like it's all over social media, and radio stations are calling me and everything else like that. And I'm like, I don't understand why this is not just obvious, and I don't understand why I'm being called racist for saying that I can't get into music that's spoken in a different language.
Yeah, but all right, you remember I was locked up for this. Remember the 2019 Super Bowl show with J-Lo, Shakira?
Right. Bad Bunny performed on that.
Bad Bunny did that.
He did a cameo.
And they did Spanish music.
Right. But it was mixed in with mostly English music with a little bit of Spanish thrown in. I'm cool with that. But to have it all Spanish?
All right, so what if Bad Bunny comes and brings 6ix9ine and like he performs 2 Spanish songs and just
listen, if he does, if the majority of the music is in English, then I totally get it. Listen, Bad Bunny has a new song on the charts right now. I said, okay, you know something? Let me get off my high horse. Let me listen to it. I heard the song. I didn't understand any of it. It's all Spanish. There's a lot of lyrics. It's not like, you know how sometimes
are you there for because do you go out?
Yeah.
Do they play any Spanish music when you go to the club?
Not the clubs I go to.
No?
No, not really.
They don't play Bad Bunny, none?
Not really. Maybe a song here and there.
I got a perfect thing.
But not the whole night. Like I wouldn't go to a Spanish
club. If you're
club.
with a BBL bandit, if you're with a Latina, right? Long black hair, fat ass Latina, right? Not a fat Latina. She had a Latina with a fat ass, right? Big tits, Colombia, Medellin, right?
The whole nine.
The whole nine. and she's like, oh my God, you pick her up. She's like, can I get the aux? And she starts playing Bad Bunny, and she's fucking like, starts rubbing on your chest, you're driving. What's your take on Bad Bunny then?
Listen.
I love this music.
Listen, if Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny's halftime show has a whole bunch of super thick, crazy women shaking ass, I'll probably watch it.
That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
But I'm saying that musically, like,
we're here for a halftime show, not a halftime soundtrack.
Listen.
Like, we're here for BBL Bandits to be all over the fucking house.
If that's what they're saying, then that's cool. If that's their reasoning,
read between the lines, Vlad.
Okay, I guess if that's between the lines, I get it. But for example, like BTS is a huge group, right? They're Korean. They're South Korean. Imagine BTS performing at the Super Bowl and doing a bunch of Korean songs. In Korean.
I understand.
In Korean.
I understand.
Everyone will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but bro,
and I understand why I'm the racist for saying that.
You know
why?
It's
not racist.
All right. Most of the
because you do both, right?
Yeah, I do both.
I don't listen to your Spanish songs. Okay? I don't.
That's fucked up.
Is it fucked up? I don't speak Spanish. I took a few years in high school, all right? I can understand a few words here and there, but the whole song I don't really know. And I can't, and let me tell you something.
We gotta send you to fucking Medellin and just forget.
I'll change I've been in Brazil hella times, right?
Nigga, Brazil's not like Brazil's Portuguese.
But what I'm saying is I can appreciate, you know, like the favela funk and all that type of shit. But I'm not gonna be bumping it because I don't really understand.
So you can't get jiggy with the shit. That's basically what you're saying.
My thing is, listen, my name is DJ Vlad for a reason. I'm a real DJ.
Yeah, why they call you DJ Vlad?
I had a long DJ career before I started doing Vlad TV. I won Mixtape of the Year. I won Mashup of the Year. Like
so you never played, hold on. You were the biggest DJ. Did you have any?
I wasn't the biggest DJ. I was one of the biggest mixtape DJs at one point.
And your mixtapes, you never put out one Spanish song?
No Spanish songs at all.
And you are
none.
Seems pretty racist.
Look, man, at the end of the day, but being a music person that I am, I realize that if you listen to a song and, you know, there's the music and the lyrics, when I listen to a song, I understand that the lyrics are just as important as the music, right? So you can appreciate the overall vibe and everything else like that. And it's a song that, you know, it sounds kind of cool, but I can't really love a song unless I understand what the artist is actually saying in the song.
Okay.
That's my thing. And I'm allowed to say that. I don't have to apologize for that. And, you know, if you want to get mad at me, and I remember like I got to a whole thing is like, Puerto Ricans are Americans, you know, they vote too. I'm like, well, Puerto Ricans can't vote in the election actually, in the presidential. No, because it's not a state, it's a colony. Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Puerto Ricans cannot vote for the president of the United States.
You don't have Puerto Rican, right? But I enjoy.
But you're American, though.
Yeah, I'm an American.
So therefore, you can vote.
Yeah, I can vote.
Right. But what I'm saying is.
But listen to me.
But shout out to Puerto Rico. I get all types of death threats. Oh, when you come to Puerto Rico, we're gonna kill you. Blah blah. Whatever. Whatever.
You just gotta embrace it, bro. Because people just want to see you to be like, no. People will tell you, yo, you can't do this because everybody wants you to come out and say, listen, I want this video, I'm making this video to do a long, big apology video. I should have never said those things about Bad Bunny. Once you give them that, they won, right? If you believe in that, stand on it. That's cool, right?
I'm standing on it.
But I'm telling you to open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your ears when it comes to Spanish music because it's pretty good. You don't gotta understand it. Just it's a vibe. Pass the vibe check.
The whole thing was Steve will do it. What exactly happened? What was it about?
I don't know if he wants me to speak on it. Me and Steve are mad cool now.
Oh, okay.
I could try to FaceTime him right now. He's coming to my house tomorrow. Today's the 24th, 25th.
Okay.
He's coming to my house tomorrow. He flew in from LA to Orlando. He's in Oviedo right now in his house. He's gonna come. We're gonna do a stream here tomorrow at my house. I don't know if he wants me to talk about it. I'm gonna say it, and if you have to cut it out, I'll tell you before you release it.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know this. You know Steve got banned off YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That was scary, man. When I saw that.
Now listen, you know he got banned off YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You know, I spoke to anybody. At this time, YouTube is 2021, 2022 when he got kicked off YouTube, 2023, whatever. And from 22 to 23. When he got kicked off YouTube, I made every call I could call, right? They wanted to control Steve. Steve was growing at an all-time rate where he was getting bigger than the program. The program being Nelk, being full send.
Yeah.
remember, they found Steve at a frat party. Nell came from Canada. They would do like all these frat stops, right? Like these tours where they go to frats, the white boys drinking and shit, like full send, right? And Steve was getting too big. When's the first time you heard Steve will do it? Be honest.
When he got banned.
When he got banned.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't one of these full send Nelk Boys kind of followers.
Yeah, it was only a Steve will do it, right? Steve will do it. Yo, I would go to UFC events, and instead of people screaming Nelk Boys, they would scream Steve, 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 Steve. Steve was bigger than them, right? Who do you say is the head of Nelk?
No idea.
But you know Steve, right?
Yeah.
The head of Nelk is, what's his name? Carl, no, as a kid, what's that kid? Kyle Forgard. He's the head of Nelk. Look it up on your laptop. Who is it? Head of Nelk, boys.
I mean,
Kyle.
the main member, there's Kyle.
That's it.
Yeah,
You
Kyle
see it?
Forgard, Jesse,
Yeah,
Steven,
but
and Lucas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The head is Kyle Forgard. So when Steve was getting bigger than Kyle, they were like, yo, 6ix9ine is streaming with Steve every day, part of his YouTube videos, being part of all of this. We need to get rid of 6ix9ine. And that's how we fell out. Rumble comes about. Rumble said, yo, 6ix9ine, you gotta be part of all the streams with, you know, where Steve share his shit. That was all fine. You gotta stream, blah, blah. One time, I'm gonna give you an example. Remember when that hurricane hit Fort Myers hard? You remember?
Yeah.
Steve bought 25 trailers, you know, like trailer park, like thing, and gifted it to the most families that was in need, 25 of them.
Wow.
Probably cost them like 40,000 a pop, right? But like 25 of them. So he's like, Danny, I really need you for this video. I need you to come to Fort Myers. I showed you the map to my house. It's a 4-hour drive straight, right? And they said, yo, Steve, have Danny send his passport. I don't need a passport to go to Fort Myers. Yeah, we just need to get a screen check because the Red Cross was there. Like, you know, the Army, when there's a big catastrophe, they send the Red Cross, right? They said anybody passing the bridge to get to Fort Myers or whatever the fuck, right? That highway needs to get a screen check for, you know, the military, the Red Cross. They lied. They said 6ix9ine didn't pass the background check because of his criminal history. It was bullshit the whole time.
Okay.
So Steve's driver, Nelson, tells me like, yo, basically, da-da-da-da, like there was never no background check, there was never this. So that's just an example of how we started to fall apart. So let me explain to you. So now me and Steve have this deal with Rumble, right? And it was hard for me to reach my deliverables and standards with this deal. So when Rumble gives them this deal for me to stream, I can't stream, right? Because I can't be around Steve. I'm not in the videos. We did a whole favela Brazil video, never came out because we're gonna lose our Happy Dad sponsors, a whole bunch of shit. So they give him this deal and say, yo, 6ix9ine is not meeting his deliverables. And I wasn't because I'm not part of the videos. I'm not part of anything. So now I look like a fucking, like a bad IG model bitch promoting fucking tea tree oil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look like, yo, go watch Steve's videos, even though he's my friend. Like, bro, I'm fucking canceling everything I have to do to fly to Brazil with you and get into these favelas, risking my life, and I'm not even in the video. You cut me out. Why? Because all behind his back. Long story short, he says that basically like there was this money, right, or whatever, and I'm like, you know what, Steve? If you feel like I didn't reach my standard of deals, then that's that. So I was going through something in my life that I was just like, you know what, do what you do. That's when he took my daughter to Disney World. You remember that?
Yeah.
When I meet his daughter, it looks just like him.
So
That's when I heard about the whole beef, when he did that.
But it
That's
was-
when everything kind of...
to this day, have I ever said something bad about Steve that you've seen?
Not that I've seen.
And I always said it. The person who says something bad about someone after they fall off with that person is because that's how they felt the entire time. I love Steve. He's a great person. We want to talk about growth, right? With Young Thug and wife and Lucci, whatever. I'm not mad that Steve took my daughter, you know what I mean? He did it to get back at me, but I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Because the relationship, you know, that I have with with my daughter and not being able to see her because of this person or whatever. But me and Steve never, like, we don't even speak about that. You know what I mean? Because I never felt no ill will to that man.
Well, when we talked last time, when I brought up your biological father, you always just didn't really want to talk about him. You're like, fuck that dude, he walked away and so forth. You have 3 kids, right? I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't spend a lot of time with them. Like you don't have 50-50 custody or anything else like that at this moment. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Do you feel in a way that you kind of repeated what your dad did to you in terms of you being a father these days?
No, because I'm involved, you know what I mean? Like with my daughter, you know, everybody knows I'm involved. Like my mom literally is involved in everything. They just don't want, it's a difference, right? Between what my dad did to me, which completely just standing away, because my mom never denied him visitation, right? Or for us to be with him. You following me?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case here, right? For me to see my daughter, I need to be chaperoned on the couch. You know how easy it is to see, yo, let's show you how much of a deadbeat 6ix9ine is, right? Right? Listen to me here.
Mm-hmm.
Watch there never be a video of someone from that family, right, using $100, $200, right? Proving a point. Get it on the plane with that baby girl, right? And bring her to my house and say, listen, that's your daughter, take care of her. You know why? Because they know at that moment, their dreams, their money hungry, wanting to have me involved ends, dies. Why don't they, my address is public, why don't they bring the baby and leave her there and say, yo, listen, here's your daughter. How many times have I requested for my daughter to come here?
Well,
her birthday is literally in 3 days, 4 days. Her birthday's in 3-4 days. My mom is going to New York because they don't want to celebrate her birthday here.
Well, have you ever tried to fight for custody of any of your 3 kids in court? Because
No.
right now you have 0 custody
Yeah, I have 0 custody.
of all 3 kids.
Yeah.
Now you could get 25% custody, you could do every other weekend. There's lots of different choices for fathers who want to be part of their kids' lives.
Yes, of course.
Right?
So when I obviously got into I coexisted, right, with the mother to Soraya all the way till I went to jail, right? When I got out of jail, we tried to coexist through the mom, right? Never with Sarah, nothing. She secretly tried to put me on child support, all this bullshit, right? Where I say money hungry, right? The moment I go to court, right? They go and say they want, and clip this right here, edit this. I want $50,000 a month.
Well,
listen to me. No, wait, let me finish.
I just want to say this. No, before you go on.
Yeah.
You could ask for $1 million a month, but ultimately there's guidelines when it comes to child support based on the father's salary.
That's wrong. I'll tell you why.
No, it's right.
No, that's wrong.
How is that wrong?
The judge grants, everybody doesn't, you can request $30,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some judges that are like, no. There's some judges that are like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. When, you know that, right?
And then,
listen,
then you could
there's a guy
have a court case to discuss. There's a whole process.
There's a guy right behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right behind you, there's a guy that literally, it doesn't make sense, is ordered to pay extreme amounts of cash a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not every judge is gonna say, you know what, that's not reasonable. Their lawyer will go and say, and hear me out, their lawyer will go and say, this is his lifestyle. He shows off these changes. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
This is how he lives. The mom is fighting for her daughter to reach, like, basically give her that lifestyle for her, and it's not for the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
So my mom is with my daughter once every 2 weeks. She flies to New York and is with her. My mom is 62 years old. They make my mom sit on a couch, right? This is real shit. sit on the couch and chaperones a 62-year-old with my daughter. These people are problematic. I don't want nothing to do with them in the court system. I have no, me personally, I have no wanting, I don't know the word I want to say. I don't have no wanting of having to deal with those people in court when they're money hungry. You know, when I first met that family, because I didn't have no money, they used to ignore me and my mom, like at like family reunions, anyway, long story short, they treat us like shit. I bought them their first home. They don't talk about that? They're gonna ignore that, right? My daughter lives in a house right now because I bought it. We gonna ignore that?
And that's great of you. That's great.
No, but
that's a great step in being a good father.
This clip right here is not gonna go nowhere. The clip of, why don't you go to court and fight for that? Instead of the clip is like, he bought her a house. Which one you think goes more viral?
You know you could do both. You could buy him a house.
I'm asking you a question. What do you think goes more viral?
Obviously, that one's going to go more viral. But all I'm
so
saying
my thing is,
Tekashi,
my daughter lives in a house because of me.
Right. But you know something?
Yeah.
Although that's great, because it's better to have your child in a safe place than being in a motel somewhere or just an Airbnb or whatever else. But
this is the first platform where I state that.
Yeah.
Right? No one knows that.
Yeah.
Do I go mouthing off?
No.
I know. Wait, do I go be like, oh, I did this, I did that?
No.
I don't care.
And I applaud you as a father.
That should be nobody's business.
I'm a father myself. I applaud you as a father for doing that. I think that's great. But at the end of the day...
By the way, because of my daughter, they're all living in that house.
Okay, that's great. And that's what happens when a man with more money is giving child support to the mother. The mother is obviously going to spend some of it, even most of it on herself. That's just what happens. That's the reality.
So that's the right thing
That's the reality.
to do.
It's not. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just the reality of what happens. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you that you're going to regret not spending more time with your kids and not fighting these situations in court. It is annoying. You have horrible baby mothers. You have bitter baby mamas. This is a thing that millions, if not billions of men experience all over the world. But you're going to regret not fighting for those kids to spend a little bit more time, because once that time is gone, how old are your kids? Ages?
9, 6, 9, 6, and 3.
9, 6, and 3.
9, 6, 3. 9, 6,
They are
and 2.
never going to be 9, 6.
9, 6.
Those kids will not be 9, 6, and 3 next year ever again. That's it. The 3-year-old is a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
That 3-year-old boy, he's never going to be 3 again. He's going to be 4. He's going to be 5. And it's okay that you missed out on the past and so forth, but you should really think about trying to spend some more time with those kids'
I'm just saying, it's
That's
like,
all I'm saying.
I love that. And I respect.
And I'm telling you this from a good place.
It's
I'm
like
not criticizing you.
No, I mean, it can be criticized because everybody has an opinion until they're in the shoes, right?
Yeah.
It's like I said in the court documents, right, on September 25th, when somebody threatens your life, right, just listen to the analogy, right? It's easier, the probation will say, it's easier just to walk away, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's easier because you're saying it to me what to do in that situation. Mm-hmm. You know the people I had kids with real well.
I know one person.
All right, it's not hard to see.
I've interviewed her twice, yeah.
It's not hard to see how disgusting, right? Someone can go and you gotta see this for yourself. Like, matter of fact, you know what? I'll show it to you right now. So this is real time, like you're getting facts real time right now. Right? And I'm showing it to you. So you tell me like, 6ix9ine, you're full of shit. Stop trying to throw it off. Look. So I'll go to mom, right? Mm-hmm. This is me and my mom's text. Look, she's with my daughter there. Look, just look at my mom's text.
Yeah.
Who do you see there?
Your daughter. Your daughter.
And our whole conversation, what are we just talking about?
Your daughter.
Where's my mom right here taking pictures? This is every week, look.
I got it.
So am I lying? Am I making this up?
No, you're not making it up.
So look, I'm gonna keep going. Look, hold on, just so you can see. Look, look. I'm still scrolling. Look, and look at the date. This is my mom's birthday, September. We're in October right now.
Okay.
No, hold on. We're in October, November.
No, I get it.
No,
I
no,
get
but
it.
listen. So you can see. Look, my mom's
Yes,
back in the year.
your mom is constantly sending you pictures.
Every day with her. Look,
I get it.
look now. So we're in September. Look, what is that?
Your daughter.
So am I not active in that life?
Well, okay. Can you sit
Yeah,
back down so I can tell you?
By the way, don't. I don't want my phone showed like when I just want you to see.
Yeah, no.
Facts.
Yeah, we're not even filming. Like what
Right.
what you showed me is
Active.
not being shown. Well, having pictures and your mom spending time is great.
No, but because they don't.
But you yourself have not been getting to spend time.
I
with your
can't go
kids.
to New York. I can't go to, and remember, you think the feds don't know my case? Just be honest. You think it's ideal if I say, yo, I'm gonna go over there to that house? You know, the feds are like, wait, why don't they just give your daughter? This is simple as this. I hate when it gets like this. This ain't Love and Hip Hop. Why do moms keep kids away from dads? Clip that.
You have bitter baby mothers.
So clip this from right
So
here.
many men
it's not,
go through this.
Nobody should go to court for just give
this
the
is just
kids
this
to the
is just the
dad.
reality of a fucked up. Listen, this is the reality of a fucked up court
Like,
system.
am I bugging?
No,
Like,
listen.
why is court even a thing?
Yo, listen. You have fucked up court systems. It is geared towards women. It's geared against men.
So why would I put myself in that situation?
But all I'm saying is that if you're very serious about your kids and you invest the money in lawyers and go to court, and it's very annoying, at the end of the process, you will get some level of partial custody and you will get to be in your kids' lives more so than you are now. And I'm going to tell you, it's a better way to spend your money than some of the stuff that you've been buying. And that's it. I'm going to leave it alone after that. And I'm going to leave that with you, and you can do what you want to do, and I'm not going to mention it again.
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Exactly. All I'm saying is when you take a step back, spending more time with your kids and being more in your kids' lives, regardless of what it takes, regardless of getting over the hurdles of the bitter baby mothers in the court system and so forth, you and your kids are both going to appreciate it at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying, and do what you're going to do at this point.
Yes.
I'm going to leave it out there as one father talking to another father.
That was some good OG shit right there.
There you go. Couple of things before I let you go.
So I guess my interview to you is no longer happening.
No, it's still happening. It's still happening.
I hope you don't give me that I can't talk about that like for every question.
You'll probably get one or two of those. Well, at one point, a bunch of your jewelry got auctioned off. Why did it get auctioned off?
Didn't we speak about this with the IRS? Yeah, we did.
Well, no, you spoke to someone else about this. So I guess you
you
owed $8 million in taxes?
No. All right, so I'm gonna say this mad fast so it can all fit in like a 1-minute clip because that's what people do. So clip. 2018, I paid $2.1 million to the IRS. 2018.
Right.
2019, I'm sitting in a federal prison. I get a call from my accountant. They said, yo, bro, for 2019, you owe $1.3 million to the IRS. 2020, my biggest year, they wanted $6 million for that year, 5.9 million.
Okay.
As of today, right? So 2020, 21, 22, 23. When my house got raided by the IRS, they said, listen, you already paid 3.4 million. You got to pay another additional $6 million. This is facts. When I went and sat down with the IRS right here in West Palm Beach, the IRS office, I felt like they said, listen, you're in a stage right now of, you need to pay your taxes. You're in a stage of, it's the process of liquidation, right? Is that you cut us a $6 million check or start liquidating? Because if you don't liquidate, you start going into like that process of going to jail, right?
For tax evasion.
For tax evasion. I don't want to do that. My house is bought cash, everything, you know what I mean? Cars were bought cash. I never leased a car. I never leased anything. I never rented. You know what I mean? So the IRS gave me an option. Is either you liquidate or you know what I mean, go to jail. So I said, wait, why are all the stuff that I bought in 2020 and all these years not written off? Me and my accountant got into it, me and my accountant. I'm not saying, look, it's just poor management from me, right? Yeah. Money management from me. But they gave me the option, is that a jail or liquidation?
So you chose liquidation.
What would you choose?
Yeah, of course.
So then that came about, and I said, I seen, so remember when all that shit was being broadcasted and it was like, oh, 6ix9ine cars. I was in DR at the time, you remember?
Yeah.
So when I was in DR, they looked at it like, yo, is this nigga evading the country to not pay taxes? Right? So that's what it looked like. And I understand where they come from. I was like, nigga, I just can't leave. I even asked the IRS, like my agent, his name was, can I say his name? Well, just blur it out.
Yeah.
Right? His name said, I even asked, I said, can you please get me from DR? I'm not evading the IRS, you know what I mean? So I'm in DR and I'm like, look, I'm not evading, I'll start liquidating, you know what I mean? Sat down with them when I first they put an ankle monitor on. This was June of 2024. July 2024 or June 2024. So I told them I'm gonna start liquidating. They posted all that, but I didn't address it. You know what I mean? Because that happened a year. My house was raided March of 2023, but stuff wasn't being auctioned off till a year later, 2024.
Aha.
Yeah.
So that's not the whole auction.
And I never addressed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they raided my house in 2023. And I never addressed it. So when they started posting all the auction off shit, that was shit that happened
a year ago.
A year after. So yeah, so I'm, like I said, I'm happy I'm free. At this point right now, I'm doing that, what they do, the payment plan?
Payment plan, yeah.
So they're in negotiation where they say, yo, if you cut us $1 million check right now, because I'm trying to say, yo, cut all the fees out, the late fees, the interest, because for every month that you didn't file taxes, it's $70,000 per month. So I said, that's fine. Now my lawyer is working with them saying, can we cut all those fees out? He's already advanced you about $6 million, in that $6 to $7 million range, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, you know what I mean? Like, we live in America, free country, free world, where we're literally paying taxes, but we get, I guess what, public schooling, we pay police salary.
Yeah.
What else we pay? Government work?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so that clears it up.
Yeah.
One more question before I let you go and then you interview me. There is a picture that you posted on January 25th, 2018. It says, right now I'm signing my life away to the Illuminati for $7.5 million. Life is awesome.
Yeah, that's just me trolling. That's Bob Celestin. Oh wait, yo bro, today's October 25th, right? I don't know if you want to put this all the way at the end. There's a video of me saying that's going viral on TikTok saying, yo, 6ix9ine is what is it, presuming his death? Because I said back in the live on 2020, I said, yo, say October 27th, 2025, I'm not alive. You seen that video?
Yeah.
Yo, so we got 2 more days and I'm gonna pop some champagne. I'm like, yo, I made it to that day. Yeah. And then Illuminati won't exist. I mean, no, don't cut that out. They probably gonna be like, oh, we don't exist. Bow.
We're gonna leave that part in.
Yeah, leave that in.
All right, now we're gonna switch positions. You're gonna interview me.
All right, boys, you're tuning into Facts TV. We got DJ Vlad.
Yeah.
Yo, Vlad, a lot of people say that you avoid a lot of questions, you don't want to answer a lot of questions, or you'll dance around them. Okay. So let's start this interview being spicy, right?
Go.
At Facts TV, talk facts.
Okay.
You gotta fuck, kill, marry.
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah.
Lauren London, Kayla B, King Vaughn's sister, right?
Okay.
Kayla B, Lauren London, or Vanessa Bryant. Kill, fuck, marry.
Lauren London. This is a tough one.
You have to.
Lauren London, King Vaughn's sister, or Vanessa Bryant.
Yeah, you got a best way.
This is gonna be so disrespectful on any level. Okay, so
This nigga's like, wait, I go back.
I guess marry. If I were to have to choose out of those three, I would probably say Lauren London. That's the marries. I'm sorry, Nip. You know, me and you were cool when you were alive. He's forcing me to choose one of these. It's not like saying I'm going pursuing this or anything else like that.
Wait, before you
This
go,
is such a jacked up
all right,
question.
so now you gotta kill or marry Vanessa Bryant or Kayla B. So who are you gonna? All right. So you married Lauren London.
Right.
You gotta kill or fuck Vanessa Bryant or Kayla B.
I guess fuck Kayla B. In terms of the two of them, that's probably the one I would probably go for a little more. And I guess we'd have to kill Vanessa Bryant. I don't know, man. Like, this is a jacked up question. I gotta kill somebody in every one of these questions.
But what about the kids? Like, now they're gonna lose their mom and dad.
Oh, man.
You didn't think about
I didn't
that.
think about that part. Okay, I guess I will fuck Vanessa Bryant and kill King Von's sister, unfortunately. Does she have kids? I don't know if she has kids. This is a fucked up question. I'm not really choosing any of this stuff.
If you're being positive, yeah, let's just think positive. Right?
Okay, there we go.
At least you killing Kayla B, she could be with her brother now. So let's all right, next question.
Okay, you said that, I did not.
All right. A lot of people want to say, you know, the whole Bad Bunny situation, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to your Spanish viewers?
I would tell my Spanish viewers that my answer
Their music sucks?
about Bad Bunny is the equivalent to their answer with the hottest Czechoslovakian singer in the world. Right? Clearly this Czechoslovakian guy is a musical savant and he's incredible and so forth, but if you don't know what the hell he's saying, it just is what it is.
If you had to rate Bad Bunny's music from 1 to 10, what would it be?
If I were to personally rate it, I mean, clearly worldwide it's a 10, right? He's one of the biggest artists in the world.
To you?
To me, 3.
All right, fair. Fair.
3.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, for example, I do like that song with him and Drake, but I like the Drake part more so than his part because I can understand what Drake is saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drake doesn't say anything in English in that song.
I probably wouldn't like that song.
No, you just said you like Drake's part. Drake's rapping in Spanish.
Is he rapping in Spanish? In that song?
Like the whole song,
I guess just the familiarity of hearing Drake's voice maybe kind of like made up for that song. But for some reason I thought, I guess he is rapping in Spanish or singing in Spanish.
Yeah, he's
you're
singing the whole song in Spanish.
So fuck that song too.
If you could eliminate one state or a colony, you could choose a colony, what would it be and why? If you had to eliminate out of all 51 states, there's 50, but I think they added one, right?
No, there's 50 states.
There's 50 states.
There's 50 states and there's colonies, like Puerto Rico's a colony.
But I know there's 50 states, there's 50 stars, but I don't know who said that stupid shit, and I wrote it down. So all 50 states, you had to eliminate one state.
I eliminated a colony?
Yeah.
Guam.
Guam?
Guam.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't heard shit come out of Guam ever.
Yeah.
So Guam, you out of here.
They say right here.
Puerto Rico brought a lot of dope shit to the world. Guam, I don't know what Guam has brought. So I'm sorry to everyone that watches my shit in Guam, but I don't know what y'all do.
It actually says here Guam is your most tuned in viewers.
Wait, say it again?
And Guam is your most viewers.
Okay. So you're saying I can't get rid of Guam?
You'll literally eliminate your whole viewership.
My whole viewership, I guess Guam stays. So I gotta pick someone else?
Just one state.
One state, one US state?
Yeah. And after, I wanna know why.
Probably a state I've never been to. Like, I don't know, Idaho. I mean, I guess the potatoes will suffer, but other than that, I'm not sure what Idaho brings to the table.
Idaho is a state?
Idaho, it's a state.
Where is it?
I don't know, Midwest somewhere.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Idaho?
Never.
Me neither.
So why?
If Idaho disappeared today, I wouldn't have noticed.
Okay, fine, that's fine. Let's talk about interviews. Who was the best person you interviewed? I'm not saying the most viewed, the best, like the person that you felt gave you a good interview, brought the best out of you.
I mean, your interview is definitely one of them.
If it wasn't me.
It wasn't you? To be honest, I interviewed Fab Morvan from Milli Vanilli. Now, for those people that aren't old enough to remember this whole story, Milli Vanilli won multiple Grammys, including the Best New Artist Grammy and I believe like Song or Record of the Year. And it was found out that they never sang anything. It was all lip syncing. They had actual like professional singers singing the songs and they would get on stage and pretend to sing. And then all this got unearthed after they won their Grammys, and they were the first artists ever to have to give their Grammys back. And then,
oh, for real?
Yeah, and one of the members went into such a depression that he ended up, overdosing and dying.
Did you interview him before the
I interviewed
suicide?
the other member, the surviving member, Fab Morvan. And I just think that it was such a serious story about fame and how you can get caught up, how you can get on that train you don't want to get off, and it gets bigger and bigger, and suddenly you're a little too young to remember, they were international superstars. They were like Drake of their era. And it was all fake, and they had to give it all back, and then they
Who
ended up...
exposed it?
The producer. So basically there was a producer, this white dude out of, I believe, Germany, and he had already done this before. He had this one artist, it was like this black artist, and he had these big songs, and it was found out that the white dude was actually singing all the vocals. The black guy and the backup dancers were just pretending. And then he had this huge hit, and he's like, oh, I'll do it again, but I'm not gonna do the vocals myself. I'm gonna find these two good-looking guys, and they could dance, and they have like long braids and whatever else, and I'm gonna create this fake product with someone else's vocals. And after they won all the Grammys, he wanted to do another album, but they're like, oh, we want to sing on this album ourselves, but they can't sing. So at one point he just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna expose what happened. And then it just created a whole just domino effect that is still being felt to this day. Like after that, they actually, like, record companies had to actually write who the vocalists are in the music. You couldn't have ghost vocalists anymore. You see, it kind of changed everything. But it's still done, people still use auto-tune and they still have like backing vocals and stuff like that. But since that day, you can't have a totally different artist pretending to sing. And that was just done a lot back then. So I think that was just a really dope interview.
Okay. Who was the wackest person you interviewed?
The Lil Wayne interview I did before Vlad TV was super whack. He just didn't want to answer any questions.
So before Vlad?
Well, I was doing DVDs back then. So it was still Vlad TV in a way, but this was before Vlad TV was officially there. Like I was doing DVDs and I was interviewing artists. So I remember it was like the Like Father, Like Son album him and Birdman did together, and they did like a press day, and I got to interview Lil Wayne, and he just didn't want to answer questions, one-word answers. It was just like, as an interviewer, you just get almost angry doing an interview like that because you're just not getting anything out of the person that you're supposed to get. So I kind of walked away with a real bad taste in my mouth, and I never saw him or interviewed him again.
Did you see, speaking about Lil Wayne, did you see when they said that he couldn't perform at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Because what type of performance would it be?
What do you mean?
I think that Jay-Z made the best decision ever.
I mean, Lil Wayne got big songs.
No, he got big songs, but
Yeah.
they say he do it. Oh my God! All right, who was the person that stunk the most?
Stunk?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
That had bad smell.
I don't get close to people like that. When we do interviews, we're usually a little far apart.
Yeah, but you have to walk by them.
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm being honest too. If someone really was that nasty, I would say that. But yeah, I can't. I mean, hold on, let me think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say I've really smelled someone that just smelled bad.
Come on, you're acting like Lil Wayne right now, back in the DVD days. Answer it. If you had to just pick someone and just throw dirt on their name.
Just pick someone? I mean, shit. There was who was the guy that Mike Tyson knocked out in the fight? There's this dude.
His life just doesn't get better. He got knocked out.
There's this dude who Mike Tyson beat up really badly, and this motherfucker could barely talk. It was hold on a second. Mitch Green. There we go. Mitch Green. Mitch Green was the only interview that we had to subtitle the entire fucking interview, and he speaks English. You see what I'm saying? Because you just could not understand what he was saying.
He was on his Lil Wayne shit?
He was on his too much drugs throughout the course of his life shit, and he couldn't even stand by himself. Like, he had to help him out of the chair. Yeah, man, I really regret even doing that interview. I really want to just trash it, but fuck it. I put it out anyways.
All right, cool. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I want to get more in depth to this fucking serious interview right here. Who do you think will win in a fight? Be honest, totally honest.
Yeah.
If your life depended on it, right? If your life depended on it and you had to choose a winner in a fight between DaBaby and Boosie, who would you put your money on? Who would you put your life on the line?
Boosie's my man, but DaBaby is way bigger. Like, he's just physically a lot stronger. You know, DaBaby like is stocky.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, in a fist fight, I would say DaBaby would win that fist fight. I think Boosie would probably agree with me.
Okay.
Yeah, and shout out to both of them. I know both of them. I've interviewed both of them.
Okay.
Boosie, obviously, I have a much closer relationship to.
Yeah.
But if you're being honest, DaBaby's just physically bigger. He's also younger and so forth. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
If Trippie wanted an interview, how much would you pay him?
Like 10.
Okay.
10K.
See, Trippie, I just got you a deal, nigga.
I don't think he would do it for that much, but yeah.
Nah, trust me, he would. All right. How do you, okay. All right, just this. Because there's a lot of controversy going on, right?
Yeah.
Just a lot of controversy going on with the whole, you know, like people, remember that the Black Lives Matter, fucking people were stealing money, like the CEOs, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it started with the George Floyd situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever. Like, you know, the miscommunication, misinformation that came out later with the fentanyl overdose, right? You remember this?
I don't, okay, so George Floyd didn't die.
Can I get my,
all
right.
Okay, you want to get your point? Okay, sorry,
Oh,
my
no,
bad.
wait, all right, yeah.
No, go ahead.
How do you feel about the George Floyd incident? That's my question first.
Listen, George Floyd may have had drugs in the system, but clearly that cop put his knee on the back of his neck and killed him in front of everybody. Whether or not he had drugs or not, the drugs is not what made him die. We saw how he died.
No, of course.
It was all on video. It was all on video.
So,
did he have drugs in his system? Yes, he probably did. But did he deserve to be killed like a dog in front of the whole world watching? No, absolutely not. And I feel that Derek Chauvin got exactly what he deserves, to be in prison right now.
yeah, you know he got beat up in prison, right?
Yeah, he got stabbed up. Fuck him.
No, he didn't get stabbed.
Oh, he didn't get stabbed? He just got beat up? Okay,
like, you remember?
He should have gotten stabbed. How's that?
You remember Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah.
You remember how he died? No, it wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer. Who was it? Ted
Dahmer.
Bundy? Who was the guy that got pummeled in prison? Yeah, with the weight.
No, Jeffrey Dahmer got beat to death with weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah.
That's what happened to, so.
He didn't get beaten to death, though.
He didn't get beaten to death.
Yeah.
He got, same thing happened with the Nipsey Hussle killer. They pummeled him in prison.
They beat him up, yeah. Shitty Cuz got beat up in prison.
They stabbed him. They stabbed that guy.
Shitty Cuz got stabbed?
Yeah, they stabbed him.
Not that I heard.
I mean, that's what I'm.
No, on his way, because when he was actually going through court, when he was in LA County Jail, he showed up with a huge black eye at one point. And that was, I think some Mexican dude beat him up real bad in jail.
Okay.
And, you know, not too many people were sad about that.
If you had to choose one song to play every time you walked in a room, what would you choose and why?
Fleetwood Mac Dreams, I think, is a perfect song. I've listened to it like most of my life. Nas, New York State of Mind, another perfect song. Those two songs kind of stand out to me, like songs I just keep listening to over and over again throughout the course of my life. Huh.
Okay. What's your type of female?
What's my type of female?
Yeah, like what's your type? Like what do you go for? Let's start on up here.
Okay, so most of my long-term relationships have been with black females, black or mixed females. Like my first girlfriend, like through college for like 4 or 5 years, she was black and Japanese. long-term relationships with mostly been with Black women, but I've also dated a lot of Latin women over the years, a little bit of Asian here and there. I used to really kind of be focused on certain types. I used to like only like deal with thick women or girls with a certain type of body type. But then over the years, I realized that I was missing out on really exceptional people by doing that. By saying I only like this type, it stopped me from pursuing women that were really dope. And then when I kind of just said, okay, let me just get off that high horse, let me just kind of be open, and I started dealing with women who are like different body types and so forth, I really appreciated those, you know what I mean, those attributes for different reasons. So over time, I've had less and less of a type. But the ones I named you have been predominantly through my life.
Out of every ethnicity, what girl you say fucks the best out of any ethnicity?
I don't think, it depends on the girl, you know, because I've had some Brazilians that are just, you know, blow my mind. I've had, you know, I haven't really dealt with a lot of white women over the years. I mean, I've messed around with some here and there, but I think it's really more about the connection and what that person is open to, because you could have a chick that just looks incredible, the baddest body, like perfect skin, beautiful face, and so forth, and in the bedroom is just whack. You've been there.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't like this position, I don't give head, I don't like porn, I don't like weed. Like, there's all these, you know what I mean? Like, you deal with women who just have all these barriers and so forth, and it's just like, yo, why am I even here?
Yeah. Make sure to bring the Ted Bundy out.
All right. You know what was funny? What was funny was Cardi B had an interview on Call Me Daddy. She said the illest shit. She was talking about how men will value an eater, right? A girl that just gives head. And she said, yo, a dude could have a girl that's missing a leg, and he'll still keep her around if she's an eater.
How do you feel about that? You think that's true?
I think I don't know about the whole missing a leg thing. I've never done that.
DJ Vlad, would you keep a one-legged eater if she's a fire eater?
I think I might, yeah.
How about a one-legged, one-armed eater?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just see how far this goes.
Yeah.
How about a two missing legs eater?
She have one arm?
One arm, but no, and missing one. She's missing one arm and missing both legs.
Yeah, she could. That arm is gonna come in handy.
Okay, what if she's missing all limbs?
All limbs, then I think we're done. I need some hand action. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to have at least one hand to be able to do some work.
Let's ask this question when the cameras are off again. So you said about Cardi B, she said something on that interview. Is that the same interview where she stated that she used to drug men and rob them? No,
that was something she said way in the past.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's lame.
Like,
it's lame as hell.
If you was to do it, where'd you be? Where would you be?
If I were to do what?
Drug and rob women.
Wait, if I was drugged by a woman?
No,
or
if you drugged and robbed a woman.
I wouldn't drug and rob a woman.
No, but I'm saying, what you think you would be as a man? I'm trying to get to like a double
where
standard.
I would be? I would probably be in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think a man on television can't smack a news reporter's ass and be considered playful instead of it being like sexual harassment?
Well, I think anyone smacking anyone's ass would be sexual harassment, even if a woman smacked a dude's ass.
If a woman smacked a man on the ass on like SportsCenter and said good game, you know what I mean?
It'd be sexual harassment.
Yes, it would. Would it be taken as serious?
No, it wouldn't be taken as serious, but it'd still be sexual harassment.
Because of HR?
Yeah. And because it's just inappropriate behavior. Like if one of my female employees smacked me in the ass, I'd potentially fire her. And if I smacked them in the ass, I would expect a lawsuit. That's just how it goes. You know, you should keep your hands to yourself, especially in a work environment. As someone who has like a dozen employees, like you got to be careful about that, and you have to treat people professionally and respectfully. You can't.
Do you feel like that's now or it's always been?
It's always been. It's always been. And you know, for example, like I know someone who worked for Diddy at one point, right? And they saw this exact same situation. They were telling me how they were all in the office and there was like it wasn't Bad Boy, it was like one of his other affiliated companies that he worked at. I don't want to say specifically which one, but there was a female employee there. She was like a manager. She was married. Her husband would come, you know, to the office sometimes. Diddy knew her and the husband, obviously. And at one point, like, Diddy walked by and just smacked her in the ass in front of everybody. And everyone was just like really uncomfortable after that. And so when I heard about, you know, Diddy going through what he went through, it was like, it was situations like that, you know, or I remember there's another employee that worked for me that was, I think it was like the last train to Paris rollout, and they were all in a trailer together, and one of Diddy's assistants couldn't get his internet working. So he like picked up the laptop and threw it at her head as hard as he could, and he like barely missed her head and smashed against the wall, and she was outside crying and so forth. So you can't be running a business, like a real business, doing this type of bullshit.
How do you feel about artistry? Like if a Justin Bieber would get on a stage or Chris Brown and women are fucking fantasizing over them, screaming, yelling. He gets on top of like the metal, like the what divides the crowd and the thing. Mm-hmm. You know, the metal bars.
Yeah, right.
He gets out there, he starts singing, they start rubbing on his chest and like, oh my God, Chris Brown, I love you, on a fan mode, right?
Right.
And Taylor Swift got on the metal bars and the guy's touching her chest. How do you feel about that?
I mean, shit like that happens. I mean, Billie Eilish, she was going, I think, like through a crowd at a show and some dude just snatched her up. This just happened. I mean, look, if you want to expose yourself to the public, you know, I mean, like rock stars would get their clothes torn off, you know, back in the day and so forth. That type of shit happens. So if you want to physically expose yourself to a crowd, and if you're a female, someone grabs your titty, that person will get kicked out. You could potentially press charges against them, even though that probably wouldn't happen, but it's inappropriate. But at the end of the day, like when you go, I mean, but some of these male performers, they actually like that. That's part of their show.
Do you feel like the male performers are treated differently than women performers?
Well, I think the male performers put themselves in those types of situations because that becomes part of their show. I know Boosie, he'll take off his shirt and, you know, the women will rub on him and stuff like that. And we've talked about that.
I've never seen that.
No, I've seen it. No, I mean, we've talked about it. I've seen it in videos.
Can you edit it in there where we see that? I've never seen that.
We can show
All right. Talking about weird shit, right?
Okay.
And bodies. Have you ever watched The Human Centipede?
I heard about that movie. I didn't watch it.
All right.
I really don't want to watch it. I heard there's like 4 or 5 parts too.
No, all right. Let's talk about the first part.
Yeah, but I know what it is, and it's really disgusting.
If you had to be part of the human centipede, right? Would you be the head, the middle part, or the back? So the human centipede, right?
I know what it is. I mean, clearly you'd want to be the head, right? Right?
Yeah, you want to be the head.
Because otherwise you got shit in your mouth.
All right.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're number 2 or on, you got shit in your mouth.
All right.
And you might have a corpse in front of you.
So I want you guys, the editors, to DJ Vlad's right side or left side, pull up what the human centipede looks like. Put
a bunch of little centipedes.
Put DJ Vlad as the front. All right, wait. All right, I got a good one.
Okay.
Editors, I have one. I have a question.
Okay.
You have to make your own human centipede. You have 3 people. You have to position them, okay? Listen, you have Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
Aisha Curry.
Wait. Aisha Curry. Okay.
Jada Pinkett. And what's another girl that embarrasses her husband? Just say Lizzo. Make your human centipede now. And editors, please just set the human centipede there and just every time he says who's the front, just move the head like Jada Pinkett and all these people. And by the way, get an order of protection on Will Smith after this.
I mean, these questions is not what I expected on any level. Like you've gone so left field with these questions.
Can the editors put the audio? Keep my names away. Put your fucking mouth. Just put it in the background. All right, go.
All right, so.
Think strategic here. Remember,
I would put
Lizzo eats a lot, so she can feed a lot of mouths.
Yeah, she's an eater. So I would put Jada Pinkett in the end.
Yeah, thank God.
She's at the very end. I would put Aisha Curry after me, and then Lizzo in
What
the
the
middle.
fuck? You're not in it. Like, yo, what the?
What do you mean I'm not in it? No, I'm first. Aisha second.
No, you're out now.
Oh, I'm out now?
You went to the show.
Oh, I thought I'm in the Human Centipede. I didn't know.
You're out now. You're
Okay, I'm out.
It's just these three girls.
Oh,
Aisha
who would be-
Curry,
oh, okay.
Jada Pinkett. So you want to? All right, cool. You're
Okay,
not-
okay. Well, hold on. If it's just those three and I don't have to be in it, then man, you'd have to put Lizzo last, man, because she's going to end up.
No,
fucking
Jada
everyone.
Pinkett's last.
Well, because but here's the thing,
You gotta
right?
keep your human centipede healthy. If Lizzo eats the most, she's gonna consume a lot of food to get through her body into Aisha Curry's mouth, and then Aisha feed it into fucking into Jada Pinkett.
Okay, so I guess Lizzo's first, Aisha second, and Jada's third.
All right, can we put that on the editors?
Such a weird question, man.
All right. If you had one superpower, no, let me ask this question better.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, no, that's a good question. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Immortality.
Like never die?
Never die.
Okay. If you lived forever then, what would you do?
I mean, number one, I would start investing money. So by the time 100, 200 years goes by, I'm going to be a trillionaire. That would be the first thing I would do.
If you, in this immortal life, right, that you have, if you can smack the shit out of one celebrity, if you could smack the shit out of one celebrity, would get away with it, they can't hit you back, who would it be?
What's the name of that one dude? That the actor that's in a bunch of Adam Sandler movies. That you could do it, like that dude. Rob Schneider.
He has a punchable face.
Rob Schneider's a dick.
Yeah, send this shit to
He
him.
was just a dick. When I met him at Erewhon, he was just an asshole.
Okay.
Just a straight asshole. Yeah.
Okay.
I might smack the shit out of him just to do it. I don't have to be immortal to do that.
Okay. If you had to pick one actor to play in a movie about your life, who would it be?
Nicolas Cage.
That's a great one for you.
People have said I look like him.
Nah, you don't. But he has like that personality.
Yeah.
You ever seen like Ghost Rider?
I don't really think that I look like him, but I've heard a lot of people say that.
No, maybe the mannerisms.
Possibly.
You ever seen Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
All right.
I've seen most of his movies.
What's your favorite movie? Not by Nicolas Cage, but by...
Oh, period?
Yeah.
Like all time?
Yeah.
Casino was great.
I never seen that.
You never see Casino?
No.
Greatest mafia movie ever.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Greatest mafia. Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro and Sharon Stone.
If you were a rock star, right? And a fan said, "Oh my God, Rockstar Vlad, spit in my mouth," would you do it? You're a rock star, Nirvana days, like.
Male or female?
No, a female. I mean, with a chain.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Would you
I
intentionally
mean,
miss?
I have spit in women's mouths before when they've asked me to do it.
Would
I
you
mean, something I've done
intentionally
before.
miss and hit her in the eye?
No.
All right.
Aim for the mouth.
Okay. If me and you could switch bodies, right?
Okay.
And switch I'll be DJ Vlad for a day. And I'll answer this too, and you have to be me for a day. What would you do?
As Tekashi?
Yeah, what would you do? Like, what was the...
Oh, that's easy.
What?
I would reassemble the BBL Avengers. And you can fill in the blanks after that.
Okay.
What would you do as DJ Vlad?
Let me see. If I was you for a day, I don't know what to choose from. I'll literally, first of all, I'll make a video about Boozy, right? Saying that he's fucking trash. I'll say that, like, as you, if I could do that.
Okay.
And then upload it, so when I go back into my body, it's already
Oh, so
mad-
you're gonna
mad
ruin
views.
my relationship with Boosie.
Yeah.
That's what you would do. Thank you.
But, or...
I'd be fucking BBL girls and you'd be fucking up my business. You see
That's
how
what I
this
do.
works?
Or as you, I just want to see, like, I'll literally, like, I don't know if I can say this, but I'll just do the Cardi B and then switch back into me. I'll literally do that as you, And then,
Okay,
yeah,
got
I'll
it.
do that.
You and I are at different points in our lives, I see, in terms of what we want to accomplish. All right, that's
If
cool.
you were on death row,
Yeah.
if you were on death row and they tell you what's your last meal, what would you choose? And you had to say fuck somebody on your way out, who would you say?
Okay, so what would I eat?
What would you eat?
Steve's Korean barbecue, spicy barbecue pork. This is just one dish that I've been eating like most of my life.
Okay, amazing.
And what's the other
Well,
question?
who would you say, you had to say fuck you to someone on your way out, who would you say?
Fuck you to someone on my way out.
And you can only pick,
Yeah.
and you can only pick out of
Yeah.
Boosie and Megan Thee Stallion.
If you Megan Thee Stallion, I know Boosie.
All right, so how would you say it?
Fuck you, Megan Thee Stallion. but you know who I would say fuck you to? There was a dude. I'm not gonna say his name because that would be dry snitching. But there was a guy that got my house robbed when I was in high school. Someone who I thought I was cool with, and he got my house robbed. And I remember coming home and seeing my window open, and going in and seeing the whole house ransacked and everything else like that. That dude's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the weirdest thing you have ever like eaten or like put in your mouth? The weirdest.
I mean, there's a few.
I had a tarantula before, so that's what I'm
Oh,
trying to
really?
say.
Okay. I've eaten pig ears. They're horrible. I mean, they taste exactly what you think cartilage tastes like. I remember this one time I went to a Filipino restaurant and I had these eggs with like partially formed baby chickens inside. You see how I'm saying? Like a chicken embryo as opposed to a yolk. That was pretty disgusting. Those two are probably
That's pretty
the two worst.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of regret eating both of them
Yeah,
at this
what
point.
the fuck?
But I've
This
never had a
shit-
tarantula,
This
though.
shit just went left. My tarantula was dead.
Well, this was dead also.
No, it wasn't. It was forming. It's like you aborted the baby with your mouth.
I had an aborted chicken fetus, I guess, in my mouth.
Your mouth is an abortion clinic.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. What's the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done or has happened to you? It's probably embarrassing, so you might not want to say it.
I remember when I was about maybe 14, me and some friends, we got into a shopping mall after it was closed, and we stole a bunch of boxes of candy.
Is this like a Fat Joe story or this
No,
really happened?
it's a real story, right? So we stole a bunch of boxes of like, Coke gummies and
You said Coke?
Coca-Cola gummies.
Oh, okay.
Remember like those gummies that are like little Coca-Cola
and it got like a
bottles?
little sour.
Yeah, exactly.
lightning.
So we stole a bunch of boxes of that, and we had bicycles at that point, and I locked the bicycles together with like a kryptonite lock. We stole the boxes. We went out to the bikes, and I couldn't find the lock to the bikes. So these bikes were locked together, and we had stashed these boxes. My two other friends decided to go back into the mall to steal some more shit. As I'm waiting for them, the cops roll up and they find the stolen candy. And then my other two friends end up getting arrested because they got busted inside the mall. So we all get arrested. This was the first time I ever got arrested. And my parents were on vacation and they had to come home from vacation to get me out of jail as like a 14 or 15-year-old.
Vlad, that's nowhere near
shit,
embarrassing.
That shit was pretty fucking embarrassing.
All right. If you had a fantasy, what would it be?
A fantasy?
Yeah. What a woman.
With a woman?
Yeah, not what the fuck? Yeah, with a woman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could mean anything.
Yeah, what would it be? What would it be?
So you're saying what woman I would get with? Like a fantasy female? Let me think. I mean, I remember standing next to Beyonce backstage at a Alicia Keys concert, and it was like, she was just stunning in person.
Who, Alicia Keys?
No, Beyonce.
Oh yeah, Beyonce's bad.
Beyonce. Like, you seen her in person?
Never seen her.
Yeah.
But I just see her off like.
No, like she was closer to me than you are to me right now. And I was just like, because like, okay, oh yeah, she cool on TV, but in person, it's like, yeah, her skin's fucked up or whatever. Not Beyonce.
Do you think
Beyonce was just perfect in person.
Do you think she knows who you are?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Hard to say. Because, someone like a Beyonce, I don't know if she's really on social media like that. Like, has she ever had a social media post ever, like in life? I mean, beyond something that's just business-wise, like announcing an album.
Understand. They're pretty secretive.
That's what I'm saying. So if she's on social media, like Jay-Z knows who I am. I know that 100% because I remember when he knows who I am in general, I believe, but I remember like when I interviewed this one lawyer, Joe Tekashi-6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And he's one of Jay-Z's lawyers.
Yeah, he tried to be my lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great lawyer. You should go with him. And I remember I got into it with Tony Busby on the Piers Morgan show. We got into this whole yelling match, and I remember Joe told me, he's like, yeah, I said that to Jay, and he loved it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if she knows who I am. Maybe, maybe not.
Okay. If she said to have an affair with you and Jay-Z won't find out, would you do it?
Absolutely. 100%.
I love that.
100%.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jay, but I don't know Jay like that.
Fuck
you know what I'm
him.
saying? I don't know Jay.
All right. If you had to say who had the wackest podcast, whose podcast would you say?
Rory and Mal.
Rory and Molly?
Rory and Mal.
Rory and Mal?
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
Exactly.
Can you give us someone we know?
Rory and Mal used to be on the Joe Budden podcast. People know who they are. Well, Rory's just whack. I don't know about Mal, but Rory's just trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has the best podcast other than,
That's a great question. I never really thought about that. I mean, see, like, for me, the best shit is not as podcasts. It's like 60 Minutes. It's not really a podcast, but it's an interview platform.
Yeah.
That's what I modeled Vlad TV after. Like, I wanted Vlad to be the hip-hop 60 Minutes.
Okay.
So that to me is the height of what I try to achieve. I don't really look at other podcasts as a measuring bar. I look at 60 Minutes.
Okay. Can you turn to the mirror and ask yourself a question?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Vlad, what's your favorite color? It's black. Thank you.
The viewers are gonna love that one.
There you go.
I mean, the members.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to fight Adam, all the 9 trade members.
Who would I fight?
Yeah. On my case, who would you fight? And you can't pick me. Who would you say you'll fight? Like if you had to fight one.
Kodak B.
Yeah, he don't got no aim. He don't got no aim.
It's no offense to Kodak B, but out of all the ones I interviewed, I feel like I might have the best chance fighting him.
Yeah, he's gonna make a story like, yo,
no, I mean, I'm not saying he's soft or whatever else, but I mean, the other dudes just seem a little more dangerous than Kuda. Not to say that Kuda's not dangerous. You see what I'm saying? I'm just talking about physically now. I'm not talking about gunplay or knives or weapons or whatever, but just physically, I think that's the one I would go for if I had to pick one.
Okay.
Is that fair? Is that a fair answer? Okay.
So, because of you, I'm doing No Jumper with Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Mafia, who was
I heard about
part of that too.
Yeah, Adam told me.
And he's seen the interview that we did, and he's like, you know what? Let me crack. How's your relationship with Adam?
It's great. Good friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy he's doing it.
Yeah.
In fact, you did your first interview ever with Adam, right?
I think I did it with Elevator.
Okay, I don't know what Elevator is.
Yeah. But yeah, it was one of the ones.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? That like he's doing it now?
I think it's fine.
What do you think it's gonna be about?
I don't know. Like Adam, because I just did No Jumper recently again, and I've done it a bunch of times. Adam just sort of goes off the cuff in terms of what he does. Like, I feel like what I do is a little more structured, and he's just more kind of like a vibe.
Do you feel like he's more like the underground for the culture, like SoundCloud and things? Because
I mean, yeah, I think he's always been. I think that he, positioned himself as, in terms of not only the way he looks with the face tats and stuff like that, and with the sort of like the alternate lifestyle with the porn stuff, I think that he really kind of gotten a lot of this.
Adam does porn?
Yeah, Adam does porn. You didn't know that?
I thought his girl does.
Well, him and his girl will do threesomes with other females or sometimes other males. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean,
No, I just.
It's the thing. No,
I couldn't. I didn't mean to laugh. I just couldn't hold it.
I just is what I mean, but it's a thing.
Right.
It's on video.
All right.
Like
If
him
one
and
day-
another dude
I
ended
get
up
it.
smashing his
If-
wife. So It's
right,
not something that I agree with, but that's his business, you know? And I met Lena, cool girl, everything else like that.
Right. No disrespect.
No
but
disrespect at all. They
So
know that.
if just say one day, right? Adam goes through your phone and sees like a Lena the Plug search. How do you explain yourself?
I don't think he would care. They put their stuff out publicly. So
if you had to pick,
like for example, I remember.
Wait, let me.
Hold on.
Wait, let me just get this question.
Okay,
off.
go ahead.
All right, so he wouldn't care.
No, he wouldn't care.
All right, if you had to only, say it's the only 2 pornos left in the world, right?
Okay.
And you had to watch a Lena the Plug or Sukihana porn, which one would you watch?
Sukihana.
That's nasty.
Well, do you know why? It's not necessarily because I find one more attractive than the other. It's just that.
Yeah, you ever seen the dog meme when he's side-eyeing when someone lies?
Yeah.
Can you edit that right behind Vlad?
I'll explain. I'll explain. Because it's like me and Adam are actually really friends. Like we actually have a real relationship. Like we talk like pretty much every week. And I'm a porn guy. Like I like watching porn, but it's like, if that's like a friend of mine, I can't really get into the porn because that's the homie and that's his wife. And
of course.
So that just sort of throws me off in terms of my porn watching, but I don't know Sukihana.
Right.
So
if you could watch
we texted recently, but I don't know her.
If you could make a porn with any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh, me doing a porn with any celebrity?
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Okay. If you had anything to say, like, to your viewers since when you started doing Vlad TV?
2008.
Damn.
Yep. 17 years.
If you had anything to say to your viewers, what would you say?
I would just say thank you, because where I'm at in life right now is way beyond what I expected. And the fact that 17 years in, at 52 years old, I'm still competing and winning in certain categories is really because of the viewers. It's because they've been rocking with me for so long. And I could be doing so many other things in life. Like I wasn't always doing this. I was a computer programmer at one point, and I decided to kind of pursue DJing, which eventually led into Vlad TV. Just the quality of my life and just, you know what it's like to just be having a fucked up day and you go outside and go to the grocery store and someone just walks up to you and tells you how much they love what you do and so forth. Like, that just means a lot.
Okay.
And that was something you don't experience as a non-public person. And, you know, I remember once I had like one of my worst days in the last year, right? Like one of my worst days. And I'm at this restaurant in Calabasas, and I'm just trying to figure out what my future is going to look like based on what just happened. And a dude just walked up to me and said, "Hey man, when I was in the military, I used to watch your shit all the time. I just want to say how much, you know, it helped me out and everything else like that." And it was like, that just meant everything at that moment, because everything was fucked up in that very moment. And that's the thing, that's all because of the viewers. Because at the end of the day, the guests will come and go, right? I've given so many people their first interviews, like the Migos. Or, you know, me and G Herbo were going back and forth recently, where it's like when he was still coming up, I gave him multiple interviews, and now he don't want to fuck with me anymore. And then he'll turn around and say, "You didn't do shit for me," right? And I'm not mad at that, because that's what it's like with guests a lot of times. They get to a certain point and then like, "Now we don't fuck with this dude anymore, and fuck what happened before." But the viewers are the ones that are always going to come back. They're the ones that are really important, not the guests. The guests are replaceable to a certain degree, right? I fuck with Boosie, but Boosie could decide tomorrow that he don't rock with me anymore because of something I did or said or whatever, or maybe he just moved on and so forth. But I'm always going to be able to find a different guest. Like I've had guests permanently leave and never come back who used to rock with me for years, but the company still continued and the viewers still trusted me to bring them dope content, regardless of who I interview, because I think they rock with me in terms of what I do. So just thank you, because the viewers have made my life just amazing.
Dope shit.
Yeah.
And this is my last question.
All right.
So before we wrap things up, right? If you were the pilot on 9/11 and you had to redirect the plane, but you still had to go into a building, which building would it be?
I had to, the building had to be full of people.
It has to be like, yeah, a heavy populated building.
I would fly into North Korea and
No, it has to be in the States.
Oh, in the States? Okay, shit. So I'd have to kill another building full of people somewhere?
Yeah. Like you have to.
I don't know, maybe a retirement home somewhere.
Yo.
Because at the end of the day, they've lived their lives and there's no kids in there. Hey, listen, if I got to pick someone, the old people got to go. Right? Right?
Yes.
I'd rather crash into an old folks home than crash into the Twin Towers where there's a bunch of, kids and women and so forth,
So the old people are like the least people that we need on this earth.
Well, if I had to choose, right, these people have lived their lives. And shit, I'm going to end up in one of those homes eventually. Well, no, I won't end up in those homes. I'm going to have my money set up right. So it's all going to be happening in my house. But what I'm saying is, yeah, man, listen, we're all going to die. Everyone in this room is going to die. And people like to say, everyone that interviews on Vlad TV dies. Everybody dies.
Wait, I never heard that.
Oh yeah, I hear that all the time. Everybody who goes on Vlad TV ends up getting killed or dies. Everyone dies. Everyone in this room will die, right? Within 100 years, everyone in this room will be gone.
So you're just gonna fast forward their shit?
Well, if I have to. If I have to redirect it somewhere.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Vlad.
Thank you.
For sitting down with Facts TV.
Yeah.
For the members, you're gonna get to this part in 30 parts. So just hang tight. All right,
Peace.
That was good.